part 2 of our honeymoon extravaganza. It's the main part of your honeymoon, which is you guys going to Korea.
My first impression was, wow, there's a lot of cafes.
That hotel buffet. Ooh!
You are Willy Wonka. It's
I have
crazy.
a problem,
I
and
knew
that
it.
problem is chocolate. You wanted me to get a color analysis, but then he dropped a bomb on us. He was like, I'm doing a body analysis now.
I've never seen Cal smile or giggle like that in my life.
Damn it.
We're
We'll
going to
go
get back there. It's
We'll go
fine.
back.
We're going back.
Fine, we'll go back. I'll
we
come.
will. Yeah.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Pretty basic.
Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of our honeymoon extravaganza. Tell all our. Look, I wasn't going to be that friend who actually came on your honeymoon, but I just decided to have my own during the same time. You know, we have 2 podcasts, we have busy schedules, a lot of our schedules intertwine with each other, so it just made sense. If you were taking a long break, I too should just take a lovely relaxing vacation.
You deserve it.
Thank you. You're
so welcome.
Thank you, as do you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we all deserve a vacation.
But if you saw last week's episode, that was part 1. It obviously had been a long time since. It's just been us girlies in the studio, so we've had a lot to catch up on. We weren't intentionally planning on this being a 2-part episode, but
Us girlies.
Us girlies.
Us girlies.
But it all works out because we haven't even gotten to your guys' main part of your honeymoon, which is you guys going to Korea.
Yes.
You went to Seoul and Busan.
Yes.
And I went to Tokyo after I went to Kyoto.
Kyoto.
So go watch part 1. But let's just get off where we ended, which is honestly was you guys packing going to Korea.
Yes. Cal, how was your Korea honeymoon? At a glance.
At a glance, incredible. I love Korea.
What do you think? Any more words?
Oh, I thought we would get into the trip itself.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I mean just overarching.
Overarching, a great time. I don't know. Like the food is incredible.
Oh my God, the food.
Yeah.
Like, the spice, the flavor.
Yeah.
Like even one night in Tokyo, we had a Korean soup, and I was just like, I love
Korean
it.
soups, they got it
hit.
down.
Also,
Yeah.
just saying, I love Korean soups. And like, I grew up with so much Korean food, and a lot of Korean food is soups. Like, soup culture is very big in Korea and Korean cuisine. And when I met Cal, he was not a soup fan.
Well, yeah.
We're used to like
Canned-
broccoli cheddar soup, which,
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
which is amazing, but it is a whole other level. Like I wouldn't think soup is my favorite, but after going to Korea, I would say
Soup is your favorite.
not my favorite, but like soup is my favorite.
Soup is your favorite.
She loves soup. But I will say, all this to say, I have morphed Cal into a soup fan now because I make a lot of soups. And also within that, I've never been to Korea. This is my 3rd time going in the past 2 years, 4th time in life. I've never gone in cold weather. And let me just say,
so much better.
Cold weather in general is better. Cold weather with cuisine that loves soup.
Yes.
I mean,
And it was like during the fall, like all of the trees were so
I bet.
gorgeous.
they get a real fall. They
Yeah.
get the leaves changing. Everything was beautiful. Overall, though, you loved it. Cuisine.
Yeah.
What was your
Any-
first
anything?
impression?
My first impression was, wow, there's a lot of cafes.
Yes.
Well, I felt so dumb because the first time I went to Korea, I just didn't really know where it was geographically. I'm going to be so honest. So when we landed, not really. So when we landed and I was like, there's ocean all around us. This is stunning. Like I remember like feeling so dumb because even Seoul, like I guess even just the airport, like I just remember we were on that bridge.
When you
and I
land
was
on
like,
the strip too, the water.
yeah, like the airport is kind of on like a little island, and then the bridge to, the main part is. I just remember being like, oh, this is not what I was expecting, and it was just like there's so much green and beauty, and there's city, but there's like beautiful hills, and
Yeah,
I was like blown away.
That's something I wasn't like entirely privy to, was the way that they kind of built Seoul around all of these little mountains everywhere. Like it's such an interesting city, like visually. For that reason, it's like it's just a really cool thing. Like one of the best cities to go find a view for.
Yes.
Like go try to find a view to like see the whole thing because it's really cool.
Yeah.
Also, there's obviously everywhere, but like there's so much history, and so even like a lot of the ruins being preserved underground and things just being built on top is
That
really
was
cool to
crazy.
see. Yeah, it's really like in the
Yeah.
middle. It's just crazy. Like the hotel that we love is in the middle of the city. The palace is right next to
there.
it. Like, it's so crazy, like how much is preserved, but also like how much has been modernized. The food is, everything was absolutely amazing. It was a perfect time of year to go, which I'm really happy because my mom was like, you have to go at this time. And it all worked out with our schedule. Things were so crazy, but I'm so happy that we were able to carve out time to go and have a honeymoon and spend time together.
Yes.
Can I ask your first impression of that buffet? That hotel buffet. Ooh! The free breakfast. Shout out Amex.
Just like, wow, it just keeps going. It genuinely was kind of like a Vegas buffet.
Yes.
Like you go to a hotel in Vegas to go to get the buffet.
Yeah, and I will say
it was very similar.
I was also at a Four Seasons, which love, but that buffet in Seoul, hands down.
I don't know what it is. And I was editing my vlog too. And I was like, is this boring? But I was like, no, it's similar to this podcast though. I'm like, I love a podcast because as much as I show in the vlog, like we're able to really just expand on a podcast. But I was like, I want this for the memories. Like Cal first seeing that chocolate fountain.
No, I was just about to bring that up. Like, oh my God.
No, but like, it's just, yeah.
And Cal is like the king of chocolate. Like I know everything about, not everything. I know a lot about you. You know a lot about me. Every day we're learning new things. But like this trip really solidified a lot of things about you in my brain. And one of them being like, you are Willy Wonka. It's
I have
crazy.
A problem.
It's crazy. I
and
knew
that
it.
problem is chocolate.
And so when you saw the literal 6 foot tall chocolate fountains,
split down the middle, dark on the right, milk on the left, and it's coming out of a 24 karat gold
like
fountain.
Zane would literally bathe in it.
Yes.
I'm
if
like,
he could.
yeah. It was quite overwhelming.
I know. Like we had no expectations, so we're like, it's amazing. Like when we first went. So obviously we've hyped it up a lot, but I'm sure you're like, shit, I know I'm not hyping this up, but like I'm scared I am.
Literally,
you know?
my
She was hyping it up a lot. That's the thing. She was like, you're not ready for this buffet.
Because
and I was
then
like,
it's
you're doing a lot.
No, but
And my first question, I literally vlogged
did
this
you go
leaving.
to the speakeasy?
No, we forgot.
No,
Shoot.
we didn't go.
It's
Oh.
right by the ATM. When you go down to
I
breakfast,
know exactly what
it's
you're
behind
talking
the
about.
stairs. It's
Okay.
beautiful. Damn it.
We're going to get back there.
We'll
It's
go
fine.
back.
We're going back.
Fine, we'll go back. I'll
we
come.
were, we were literally my first question leaving the buffet on the vlog to Cal. Did I overhype it? He said, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves though.
Oh.
Let's rewind because we have to talk about getting to
the
Korea.
flight.
Yes, we left our house, went to the airport. Oh my God. Let me just say, I'm so happy to be sitting here officially as Mrs. Remi Parsons. I have my passport. I got my real ID.
Oh.
I'm official. It's official. The papers are filed. It's done. Changing your last name is, I keep harping on this, but like, oh my God, they make it so hard. Mm-hmm. Changing your name in general. I assume it's probably the same if like you want to go in and make your name like Sparkle or something too. Like it's just hard in general. But also like, then there's so many things that like you don't think about. Like I had the hardest time at the airport, even though everything's been filed and done, and like I've done everything, like even like within like my plane information, everything's been updated. It's still crazy.
Wait, why though?
I don't know.
Because you forget about like, we had a problem with your Delta Miles account not linking with your
But
passport.
I had done that. Yeah, but I even like we did it. Like it was done, and still
Or
there were
TSA.
issues. TSA takes 45 business days, I believe, too. So that wasn't going to happen either way. But like, yeah, then that was a whole issue.
Well, because in my
Yeah.
head I was like ID and passport, that's all that you need. But then I didn't think about logins for like your
Logins.
account.
Logins, credit cards. There's just like
yeah.
so much.
It's annoying enough getting a new phone, let alone like having to
Girl,
like change.
just-
I can't imagine changing your last name with it
I
all.
feel like they're just
It
needs
was
to.
nuts.
I mean, I understand why it's so hard. Like for
yes, rightfully
authentication
so.
purposes, I understand. But I'm just like, my God. Anyways,
But it was just crazy at the airline counter when you gave them your Sky Miles number. They were like, "You don't have any miles."
oh yeah, they were like, you can't go into the lounge. Like,
you're
sorry.
Like, I have miles.
I was like, no, I have
was like,
miles,
"No,
I
she's got
promise. But it
miles."
didn't switch over. But then Cal, who flies like 1/15th as much as I fly,
Yeah.
they're like, sir, thank you so much for coming. Here is your, she can come with you. She gets this +1.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You're like no.
I was like, wait, no, she's got like 20 times more miles than me. What's going on? They're like, we see nothing.
yeah, they're like, sorry, like maybe next time. I
But
was
your
like,
last name.
okay. Yeah, it's all in the name. I'm just saying, it's just like so. There are so many things, and you forget about little things here and there. It's okay. We figured it out. It's fine. But just this is more preparation. If you're going to change your name, just know there are many steps that you have to take.
It just seems like a really long, annoying process.
Hey, remember he was willing to take cruise.
I will say, and I love Cal so much because
Thank
I'm like,
you
I know
for bringing that up.
there are so many like men and like there's stories of like, if you don't want to change your last name, like your husband gets mad at you or they get all like upset. Like I love that Cal's just like, when I was vlogging at the airport and I was like, guys, like, oh my God, if you're thinking of changing your last name, Cal just goes, don't.
Don't.
It's a lot. But all that to say, just prep. If you're going to do it, just prep. There are a lot of steps and things that you have to take and things you have to be ahead of.
But everything worked out fine.
Oh, we're fine. Yes,
Okay.
we got there. We went to the like lounge. We got to IS+1. Went to the lounge. We had some snacks, and then we got to the plane.
It was funny how they said it. They were
literally like,
you can access the lounge. She can be your boss.
Yeah, it was like a very interesting way of saying it. Just like she can't come in. And then we got on the plane. We flew Korean Air. Oh, I will say we had a celebrity next to us, and of course I can't say. I'm not gonna put them on blast. But it was a celebrity singer. But of course, I clock it as soon, and
so good with faces.
he's next to me. As soon as I like we're boarding, and I see him, I'm like, oh, now I have like a 12-hour plane ride next to the celebrity, and I have to be normal. And I always do this really annoying thing where I remember one time, I think I probably talked about it on here. I saw Miley Cyrus at the nail salon, not hair salon, and then all I can do is sing Miley Cyrus songs in my head, and then sometimes it comes out. So I start doing this with the guy next to me, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And so I'm trying not to sing his songs out loud.
But then you're trying not to, so then you do more.
Yes, and so I'm trying to get any other song stuck in my head so that I'm not like singing his song to him. And so we're on the plane for 12 hours. What did you think of Korean Air?
Incredible. Yeah, just the best. Like you can order spicy ramen whenever you want.
No,
like that was
I ordered
nuts.
my ramen.
Yeah,
It's so good. It just tastes spicy food, just food in general, soup, Korean spicy ramen. It tastes better up in the air. It does. It does.
it sure. And like I wasn't prepared for like how like good the quality of the food was that they give you, because like for long flights like you get food no matter what. So I was just like, wow, they really like go the distance to make sure you're fed.
My mom and dad just went to Hawaii to celebrate their anniversary while we were gone, and she reminded me that she was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go on this plane. It's like a 6-hour flight to Hawaii, and she was like, but we have to go get food at the airport. She's like, remember when like 5-hour flights, they still gave you a meal?
Yeah.
They just completely wiped that now.
Yeah.
All airlines don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But Korean Air was amazing. The service is insane. And I was telling Cal how I'm assuming like everywhere, but I don't know how I knew this already, but just like to be a Korean Air flight attendant, like it's like the best of the best. Like I was telling Cal how my cousin's wife, I guess now my cousin too, is a Korean Air flight attendant, and it's like it's such an honor. They're like so like beautiful and poised, and just like the service is amazing. So it was such an amazing flight, and we had such a great time. Food was great. I tried not to sing. He was there the whole time. We landed. And it was, wait, you could tell them how I was being weird though.
Yeah.
I love when Remi's weird.
Cal was making fun of me, but like I was trying to like not be weird, which I think made it weirder.
I think that's what makes it cute and funny is we know how much you're trying not to.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, and I made it. He was making fun of me.
It was really
also,
funny. So
it was like he's a celebrity, but like please know he's a celebrity to me. Like he's very niche. Like it's not like I was sitting next to Justin Bieber.
You were being really cute and like nervous and shy, but it was just funny. Like because we were in the line for
Customs.
Is it customs, like immigration customs to get the stamp and everything, and it was a long line, so we were waiting.
And the
for a
line
while.
goes like this, like you're
It's
like it's like
snaking
an
back and
S.
forth.
So you
Yeah.
pass the same people a lot.
Yeah. And he was like a good distance ahead of us. Like at least 50 people ahead of us.
Did I tell you on the plane, or I waited till we got off? Right.
On the plane, you mentioned something. You were like, we're next to like a celebrity, and I was like, oh, okay. But no, wait, no, you didn't say anything until you actually didn't say anything until we were off the plane.
Yeah, I was just combusting by myself.
You waited until after, and I was like, oh my God, who are we next to? And you were like, I'll tell you later, don't worry. And I was like, okay.
She's
and
like,
we were,
Cal, I'll tell you later.
That's exactly what it was.
and now that's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh, I wonder who this guy is because I don't recognize him. I like saw him, and he
is niche.
He's niche,
niche, and just I'll say this: I've loved him forever, and he's American, and then all of a sudden he kind of like blew up a little bit in Korea.
Oh.
And now he's like more well known because of stuff in Korea, but like I've known him for literally like 10 years. I'll give that as my clue.
And
I knew him before he was famous.
Yeah, I knew him before he was really famous.
So now
Left her
I
hand.
keep passing. You know, we keep passing each other like this
Yes, the
guy
snake.
with the snaking line, and so that's all I can think about. So whenever I notice that he's on the opposite end of the line, I'm like, so who is this guy? And Remi was like, I don't want to say anything.
I was like, shh. No, I was like,
I don't want to say
bring
anything
it up.
right now. Just
Don't
wait till
bring
we
it
get in the
up.
car.
Because I just got embarrassed. I was like, I don't know where he is. Granted, also now hearing that Cal was able to see him, I wasn't.
I was gonna say he's
because
much
he's
taller.
so tall.
Yeah.
So I kept being like, Cal, don't bring it up because I'm like, what if he's right
she
next
kept
to us?
shutting it down before I could say anymore.
And also, here's the thing: he's so niche. I would have to pull up his phone, like my phone, and then he would see me pulling it up. Like I've learned enough that I have to be coy, and like
It's
me
just funny
being
because
coy, I'm
everyone's
not.
on their phone in that moment.
Yeah, like.
But I get it, Remi.
But I will say,
I just
Cal,
wanted to know his
Cal brought up some
name,
good tea.
like-
Allegedly, the guy, because I couldn't see him, so I had no idea where he was. And then finally, when we get out, I tell Cal, when we get to the hotel, we get to the hotel in the room, and Cal goes, so can you tell me the guy, or is he going to hear me now? I was like,
Yeah, I was like, are we? Do you think we're safe?
you think we're
Because
far enough?
I feel like he might still hear us.
Hey,
You
what,
little-
imagine
In a
he was
hotel
next
room.
door.
Yeah.
imagine.
You see him at breakfast.
But
Imagine.
it was crazy because I must have asked her like 5 times. I was getting her really mad. I was like, just tell me.
Well, also, and then it's like that's
like,
the
I don't
most
want him to
boring
hear.
part is when you just have to wait and like
Yeah.
so
This is new
But when
information that you
but
could see him.
when-
I didn't know you could see him.
But
That's why I
when
kept being
would-
like, shh.
he would pass by us. I thought you knew too. But
I
anyway,
wasn't
every
looking
time
up.
he passed by us, he was like, he had headphones on.
She's trying to look the opposite.
I was like, this guy's got headphones on. Like he's
Like,
one, he's not gonna
twice.
hear it. But anyway, he not only did he have headphones on, but at one point, as we were getting to the end of the line, I noticed he was like doing this a lot like, in his headphones. He was like mouthing words and stuff, and I was like, that's crazy. Like
Well, Cal
everyone's
thinks
kind of
that he was
miserable.
listening to his own music, and I was like,
Maybe it was
maybe
unreleased.
he just loves his
Well, I
music, or
didn't
maybe he just
know-
loves music.
Well, I didn't know who he was at the time. I thought he was just a guy having a good time.
Maybe it was
He was
unreleased.
just dancing and like singing along to some music. I was like, wow, you're having a great time in this line.
I will say, if he didn't want to be seen by people, that's
He wouldn't be
wrong-
doing that.
Yeah, he wouldn't be doing that.
I saw you. Don't worry.
I did too. I mean, it's hard not to like look at someone dancing and mouthing words.
Cal was convinced
In
he
a-
was listening
in
to
a
his
line.
own music, and we'll never know. And even if he was, what if he was going over choreography?
No,
or
like
for
I
his new
believe
song?
it.
That's fine.
I
I'm just saying.
The image I have in my
Cal, if you love what you do, you
It's-
never work a day in your
It's
life.
funnier in my head that he was listening, dancing, and singing along to his own music.
So you saw on his phone it was his own music.
I didn't see anything.
So you don't know if it was his own music.
intuition.
But if you're
was the
if you're
vibe.
like
The vibe.
dancing along to it and mouthing it with passion, I'm gonna assume
I
it's
don't
your
know.
own
I
music.
do that with
He's
all
like
my music
5,
I
6,
listen
7,
to.
8.
5, 6.
in line and immigration customs. I don't.
I think you're being a hater.
I'm not trying to be a hater. I was just describing what he was doing.
Maybe he has a concert where he needs to save the honeymoon.
So, bitch.
That's
bitch.
crazy.
Speaking of which, K-pop demon hunters everywhere.
I believe it.
Everywhere.
I was hearing that
Everywhere.
music nonstop.
And to not only do I feel so blessed to be in the same timeline as K-pop demon hunters, but to go to Korea during the same time of the hype of K-pop demon hunters. It's on the ramen. They have signs everywhere. It's playing everywhere.
bet.
Everyone's talking about it. It was Halloween when we went. Everyone's dressed up as K-pop demon hunters. Like it was amazing.
Yuka's daughter obsessed. We brought
Obsessed.
stickers for her and her cousin, and they like you would have thought we gave them the lottery. They're like, get out
Crazy.
like so obsessed.
I love it. I'm so like every time I heard it, I'd be so happy. I just like it made my trip so much more special.
Yeah, I love it.
I loved it.
Thank you so much to Google Shopping for sponsoring this episode. Ho, ho, ho. The holiday season is here, and while I usually love every minute, the gift shopping for that one impossible person, Cal Parsons, always gives me pause. I'm on the hunt for the perfect gift, but I need a little inspiration. Trying to surprise your partner with gifts genuinely feels like a monumental task every year, especially when you've been together for a while. But Alisha filled me in on her ultimate holiday hack, the Google Holiday 100. It's this year's 100 hottest products based on Google search trends. I scrolled through it for Cal, specifically eyeing up the electronics section. Next thing I know, I stumbled upon a TV projector that would be perfect for our new house. It's way cuter than a huge TV, like hello, aesthetic upgrade. And seriously, I am so obsessed with this find. So if you're stressing about finding the perfect presents, head over to g.co/shop/holiday100. Trust me, it'll make your holiday shopping so much easier and way more fun. So I had a moment this week where I realized the holidays really bring out the scammers. We talked about this last week, but oh my God, the amount of texts I get about like packages and things that I am like, wait, is that my package? I don't know. And then I've almost clicked the link, or to be honest, sometimes I have. It's so stressful, and it even gets worse during the holiday season. That's exactly why this reminder from Chase is so helpful right now. While the holiday season can be full of joy, travel, and gift giving, it's also prime time for scams. As you check off your to-do list this season, don't forget to keep your finances at the top of the list. Scammers are getting more and more creative using fake websites, spoofed phone numbers, and urgent, too good to be true deals to trick shoppers, especially through social media marketplaces. Staying informed is your best defense, and I love that Chase doesn't just say that. They actually give you the tools and resources to make it easier. Chase offers educational resources to help you recognize common scam tactics, as well as digital tools like account alerts to monitor your account activity, all available through the Chase mobile app. Chase Credit Card Journey is a free tool available to everyone, not just Chase customers. It includes credit and identity monitoring with alerts that let you know if your data is exposed in a breach or found on the dark web. Don't get scammed, but get smart this holiday season. Visit chase.com/holiday scams for tips, tools, and resources to help keep your finances safe. If you actually go to that page, there are real actionable tips. They walk you through things like spotting fake websites, protecting passwords, and staying safe when shopping online. So take a second, grab your phone, and head to chase.com/holiday scams for tips, tools, and resources to help keep your finances safe. Even just 5 minutes of reading can save you from a huge headache later. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep your holiday shopping scam-free this year. JP Morgan, Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Okay, let me go through my camera roll. So we get
The way I
there.
want to know so bad who it was, but I know it's going to be someone so niche that like I don't even know.
Okay, here's the thing. So like I was obviously I was being weird and keeping it a secret the whole time. Finally, we get to the hotel. Cal's like, can you show me? And I'm like looking at all the songs and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, he won't know this one. Well, he won't know this one. So I go back to like a 2013 YouTube video and I'm like, have you seen this? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, so I guess none of it mattered at all.
Yeah. I just wanted to know his name.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I'll show
Like,
you
he
after.
might hear.
It'd be good press for him.
He probably would have loved if I stopped him now thinking about it. If he's dancing to his own music in line,
That's what I'm saying.
he would have loved it. He would have loved it. Oh, but I will say, like, I heard his music a lot in Korea. I kept telling Cal that. I was like, oh my God. So like he's big here. Anyways, fast forward, we go to bed. We beat the jet lag the first night. I think because we were so accustomed to the Hawaii time change, it actually helped us out. So we went to bed at midnight and then woke up and hit the ground running at 8 a.m.
Nice.
We were good to go. We went to breakfast and then our first place I wanted to take him to is my favorite place. And please forgive my pronunciation. I'm working on it. Cal and I are actually going to start learning Korean.
I lost my Japanese streak.
Were you doing that?
Yeah, 16 days.
Oh, no way.
And overnight it just got so hard. And it wanted me to read the kanji and stuff. And I was like, I can't. I just need to.
See, kanji is too much.
It's too much.
Kanji, you can't learn that. Yeah, you got to just start with like conversational like syllables.
Which
and
I
stuff.
did,
Yeah.
but there wasn't an option to not have kanji. I was like, I just want to be able to talk in like I don't.
You need to just call Yuka. Honestly, I feel like that would be helpful. So Cal and I are going to learn Korean. I'm working on my pronunciation, so forgive me. But Cal's actually learning how to read Hangul. And he's really good at it.
Here's
it's
like
really
Hangul,
crazy.
like the Korean alphabet is genuinely like, I think it's like known as like the easiest alphabet to learn. Like,
nice.
Because they are pretty like strict with using it. Like in America or like in English, like the letter A can be said like 5 different ways. But the Korean alphabet, it's like, no, that's A and it's said this way. So like all you really need like is just like kind of drilling in these like, I think it's like 25 to 30 characters. But like it's really easy once you get the hang of like the way that they kind of structure.
Because it goes with pronunciation and stuff.
We'd be like in the car and he's like reading the Hangul as we're like on buildings and he'd like say something and then like the taxi driver would be like, like start talking to him. It was
my
really
God.
crazy.
Yeah,
See,
he would like
was
help
cute.
me. Yeah, it was
My
really cool.
16-day streak, I forgot it all.
But I
and
do
then
think
Yuka's
Japanese
ordering,
is really hard.
I know, but then she's ordering water and I hear her go, Mizu. And I go, Mizu.
That's water.
Go
all
on,
you need.
rice.
We were learning. We were like, I was watching even Max's TikToks when I was there, and I was like learning little phrases and things because I feel like I don't know a lot, but the most part of what I do know is just food stuff. So it was really fun.
That's most important.
Anyways, the first day we went to my favorite place. I'm curious what your favorite places that we've been to, but we went to Ixindong, which is really, really cool.
It's
Great place to start.
That's what I was like.
honestly.
I know
Yeah.
Cal. I know, and it's my favorite place. I know Cal's gonna love it. And like the 2 times we've gone, every time we go somewhere, I talk about Cal and I'm like, Cal's gonna like this. Like I know he's gonna love this. So I always, when I knew we'd come together, I was like, he's gonna love this. Let's go there first.
I feel like it's nice to start out with something more cultural, no matter where you are, to just get immersed in it and like really see what just the culture's like versus in cities like Tokyo or even Seoul where it can be more industrialized, where it is nice to, I don't know, just like,
and it's kind of a double whammy where like you're around a lot of Hanoks and you're kind of seeing just like the kind of food that Koreans love to eat, like, and it's just like and
the culture,
like
it's really cool because so Iksindong is like, it's a little subsidy within Seoul, but it's really known for these things called Hanoks, which are like old style houses. My dad grew up in a Hanok, and we didn't even know till the first time we went with my dad, and my dad goes, I grew up in this, and we were all like, what?
I loved going with your dad so much because he's like explaining more of just the history, or I remember he was like, this is just like a house I grew up in, and we were like almost in tears being like, what?
He's
like
so sentimental.
But it's just, and I so am too. I'm so
you too. My mom and I are like, we're going this way.
You're like, but the customized ribbons.
Wait, are you seeing this guy?
Did you see the same guy?
Yes. No, but it's
Great
really cool. I love those fun
Mm-hmm.
facts, and it's really cool to see and imagine little Ani there in something like that. And so and Cal got to see like the cafe culture, which you mentioned.
Salt
like
bread.
Guys, when I tell you there are coffee shops every 2 feet, and I saw a really good TikTok that was about it. A guy in Seoul made a video. I need to learn how to pronounce it right. I know it's kind of like Seoul. Like there's almost like an R sound.
You did really well. You never say an L like L. It's always with like kind of an R.
Yeah.
It's like trying to say L but with an R inflection.
I saw a TikTok of a K-pop group that went on to the Zach Sang show, and the guy that was talking was saying how I'm assuming they did made a song. It was a boy group, and it was really cool to hear how they recorded, because the interviewer was like, how did you, I'm assuming their song, like they're speaking in English, but it sounds perfectly in English. And they're like, how did you record that when they're all fluent Korean speakers?
Yeah.
Like Korean mostly is, I think the guy that was speaking it, I'm assuming, I think he's from Canada, so he speaks English first. But the guy was saying that how they did it in the recording studios, the producer romanized every single syllable so that they were able to, and then they mushed it together so that it sounded like they were speaking English, but they were really just like sounding out syllables.
Wow.
Which I thought, because he was like, in Korean culture, there's no L. So like it was hard to do. I forget what word he used as an example. Anyways, all that to say, I saw a TikTok of a guy that said he like showed a plaza, like a strip in Seoul, and it was like 4 coffee shops next to each other, and he was like, this is so funny because this is how it all looks, and it's like a mind trick where it's like not are we going to go for coffee today, it's where do we go for coffee today. So like that's kind of what they started doing, where there's coffee shops at every 2 feet.
I saw this, and it was one of those pages on Instagram, and it had like 12 different slides, and I'm like reading it all, but it was explaining the art of marketing in Korea and what they do, because there are so many where I feel like here in the States, it's easy to be like, oh, there are people already doing that. Why would we have one? Right. Where there, it's such a different mindset because they focus on experience over anything.
Yeah.
And they don't focus on traditional marketing. Like even General Monster having the huge dachshund or like the big faces.
So
like,
I know, I wanted to go there for you.
you're so good. Like they make it so you go find a coffee shop that you and your, like, that's your vibe for on all aspects to like fuller an experience versus just focused on the drink itself.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And but if you think about it, a lot of them are very minimal. Like you go to coffee shops here or even in the Midwest, and it's just like, it's like the menu's so much and it's so busy and it's so crowded, and like there it's very minimal, but yet it's focused on experience, which is really cool. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good point.
And like that, it works too, because like in cities like Seoul, like you're just walking around.
Good pronunciation. Now I'm learning from him.
And you're just like passing by them.
Yes.
But like in America, you're Googling a place to go.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm just going to go to the nearest one.
Yes. And it's reviews of what has better taste.
Yes.
But like there, it all tastes good, and it is a vibe and fun. And it's cool to be like, why not have a big robotic dog?
Yeah.
For sure. No, it's true. And
it's like we
a
were
fun
drawn
little...
to like aesthetics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, so like what we wanted to do was like pick, because Cal likes to just explore when we travel. Like he doesn't even want to know where we're
That's
going, or
Ashley.
just like walk. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't we do, because it's so big. And I was so happy that I have the knowledge that I do, because I was really able to like tailor the perfect trip for Cal. Had we gone and I didn't, I think we would have been really lost, and it would have been fun and it would have been amazing regardless. But it was really fun to be like, okay, well, I know there's this one thing that you're going to love. So let's just park it there in that sub-city for the day. And then we can do that one thing and then just explore the rest of the
I'm so
time.
glad you guys went to the big mall with the library. Like
Yes,
the
we went to
books.
both.
Yeah.
Went to both.
went to
I didn't
both of
post the
them,
second
yeah.
one yet. So we went to Iksan-dong. We got salt bread, which if you guys don't know what salt bread is, it's a popular Korean bread. And you guys, it's insane. It's like a croissant
I was not
and
ready.
a dinner roll come together. And why it's so good is it's like pillowy on top, but I've now learned, because I want to learn how to make it, there's a whole like 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter inside each roll. Not even like the dough, within the dough there's butter, but there's a pat of butter that's baked into the bread. And then while the bread is baking, the butter melts, seeps down to the bottom and fries the bottom of the bread. So it's crunchy and buttery on the bottom, soft and pillowy on the top, with a little salt on top of it. And it is perfect.
We had some in Japan, and it wasn't as good as the place we went to in Iksan-dong.
Yeah.
But it was so good. I was like, wow.
It's a perfect,
Sweet, salty.
it's a
just-
perfect recipe.
It's
a
crazy
perfect
how
food.
it doesn't feel heavy at all.
Yeah.
Either.
All
It's
the
so
food.
like, it's kind of dangerous.
all the
Yeah.
food. Like I usually like will never have dairy. I usually I try to be so good because I just get so bloated so easily. Like I can eat almost anything, and I don't feel heavy.
Yeah.
I will say my one thing, and it's all really good, and I do love it within moderation. Koreans love adding sweet to everything. So like nothing's ever just salty. So there were some times where I was like, I wish this was just salty.
I
Because
see
a lot
that.
of times it's like a little too sweet. But
Especially
they love
a lot
that.
of like places you find on TikTok or Instagram. Like I'm sure it's a
Yes.
mix versus like, yeah, that makes sense.
I have to say, we went back to Iksan-dong later on in the trip, but I'm going to jump ahead because we missed it. The first day I ended up having a full crash out. I didn't vlog this, but we went, and then I was having a really bad headache all day, and I just like, I think I was just like putting a lot of expectations, and I just like ended up like being really uncomfortable in my clothes. I was feeling, and this leads into something else, but I was just feeling like really bloated and uncomfortable. I didn't know why. My head was hurting. I was just like, I was trying my best to power through for Cal, and we're walking around my favorite place. He's loving it. I'm like, I don't want to ruin the first day, but like I could not see because my head was hurting so badly. And so we sat down at one of the coffee shops. Oh, something else I wanted to say. We had this is so side, viral pasta that in Iksan-dong, we went back for it later, but it was phenomenal, you guys. I'm sure you've seen it. It's this creamy, rosé, spicy tomato
Can we
pasta.
go to the source?
So
You
good.
guys, yes. And I want to make it. I just have to say, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've looked on TikTok and you see the viral pasta spot, it's worth it. But back to the first day, I crash out and I'm like, we go to a coffee shop and I'm just like, I'm so overstimulated. I feel so uncomfortably bloated. I was just like, really not, I was trying my best to have a good time, but I was not feeling good. And so sweet Cal was just like, let's go back to the room. Like, let's just change. Like, let's get you in comfortable clothes. Like, lay down. It's fine. So I'm like, okay. So we get back on the subway, go back to the hotel. I change, I lay in bed, and like, we're chilling for like an hour or so. And then I'm starting to feel better, but I got like so hit. I was hit with like anxiety, and I got so overwhelmed. I did not know what was happening. And then, we ended up like hanging out for a bit, and then I was like, I'm good. I was like, I don't want to keep us in the room all night. Like, I want to go out. Like, let's do something. Like, I need to get out. I don't want to ruin this for us. And so something really cool that we did that is like one of my now core memories is Cal and I, like 2 years ago, he showed me this documentary on YouTube that a YouTuber made. And he showed this man, his name's Mr. Song, and he owns a fish cake stand at a market. It's about like an hour outside of the main city.
Yeah, hour from like Seoul Station.
From Seoul Station. So it's still like within Seoul, but it's an hour out. It's called Anyang. And so we watched this documentary, and it's this really beautiful video and story about Mr. Song and how he's done this his whole life. He shows up to that to the market at the fish cake stand day in
No,
and
I
day
can't watch
out.
those. I will cry.
He so badly wants to spend time with his family, but he needs to provide for his family. And so Cal and I were like, we're going, like years ago, we're going to support
see that
Mr.
guy.
Song. Like, we got to see him, and we want to support. And his fish cakes look amazing. And like, it shows all these people that come to the market just for his fish cakes every day. And so Cal was like, I think it was like 4 p.m. or so.
I'm like, I wanna
5
give him
p.m.
money.
Cal was like, like, it's an hour on the train. Like, we can go right now. Let's go. And I was like, let's go. And he's like, the market closes at 6. I was like, let's go. Let's book it. So we get on the train, and little do we know it's rush hour though. So everyone's packed in like sardines, but it added to like the excitement, I will say, because we're leaving the main city and we're going outward. So people are leaving work, obviously. So we're on there for an hour, and we're like, you know, people are starting to like kind of get off along the way. We're on there for quite some time. We get off and we just book it straight to this market because they're about to close. And little did we know the Anyang market is huge.
Which makes sense.
Imagine just a giant like plus, but then they got more like it's just
line.
It's
line.
a half mile long each way. It's crazy.
And everyone's
it's so
closing
big.
down. We're running around. We're down every little alleyway trying to figure it out. We're running back to the middle, running out this way, running back to the middle. And Cal's like starting to freak out. And in this moment, I had this moment where I was like, we are so perfect for each other, because when I freak out, he's not. And when he's freaking out, I am, or I'm not. So he's freaking out. And I'm like, it's fine. I was like, it's chill. It was only an hour.
We're not going to find it.
We're not going to find it. We're not going to make it. This is too much.
Right now. This is
I was
nuts.
like, it's fine. I was like, even if they close, I was like, at least we'll like drop a pin where when we do find it, and then we'll just come back. I was like, and then it saves us time next time. And he's like, okay. So we're like running, and everyone's closing, and then finally we're like in the middle, and we're like, shoot. And I'm like, I'm pulling up the YouTube video because there's no it just says Anyang Market. It doesn't say like where.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could change each day too, depending who gets there first, right?
And this was 2 years ago too.
Yeah.
So I'm like studying the video, and I'm like, okay, his cart or like his stand has like a corner. So I was like, maybe he's on a corner, or like, I don't know, like I'm going to look for this corner. And Cal's like, we're not going to find it. And I was like, Cal, it's fine. So I like click off the video. I'm like, follow me. I run to the middle, and I'm standing in the middle. I'm trying to figure out which little way to go down. I look, I'm like, oh my God, there's a corner. It was like right next to us. Like we happened to just get there. We run over, and it's not Mr. Song. So we were like, oh, sad, because we wanted to meet him, but we're like, oh my God, wait.
It was his stand.
Like,
it was his stand, but he wasn't
he had
there.
a worker, and we're like, he got what he wanted.
Yeah, he got what he wanted.
And so we were so happy. We got to try the fish cake. Phenomenal. So good.
Insane.
So
It was
good.
I love that.
Life
And
changing.
you went, because there's, so the way this Anyang market works is like it's kind of like buildings go down the sides, right? It's like restaurant sized buildings kind of on the sides.
At them,
where like,
yes,
yeah.
like vendors of like more. I would say like grocery.
Okay.
You know, like in the same way like the Myeongdong is like Zara and like all the stores. It's those are just like more like standard vendors. I would say.
Standard
Like fish
vendor
market,
for locals.
Yeah,
And
people
down
aren't
the
even going there for
middle-
the grocery shop.
Yeah, and like down the middle of each street of Anyang Market is more food stalls.
Oh my God.
Like it's like the mobile ones. So Remi noticed that there was a tteokbokki one, like just right down the way that was like still open. She was like, I need to get some tteokbokki with this fish cake. And I was like, go for it. I'm eating my shrimp fish cake right now, and I'm having a great time. And she ran off to go get some. She comes back with a black plastic bag, and she was like, dip it in here right now. And I was like, what?
They literally, so they just like, they had all the Korean food in the middle too, like the little like,
Wait,
ajumas with the stands.
I'm so hungry, and I might order Korean food when I
It
get
was,
home.
bitch, it was the best tteokbokki I've ever had in my life. And it's just like all these ajumas like with their little stands, and they're closing. So I ran up to her, and I was like, and cause you can sit and eat. Yeah. And so I like asked her for, an order, and then she was like basically asking me if I'm going to take it away. And I was like, yeah, like I'll get out of your hair. And she's like, okay. So she's like all happy because she gets to close.
Yeah.
And so she gives me all of the rest of it, puts it in a clear plastic bag, sticks that clear plastic bag in a black plastic bag with handles. And I give her the money, and then I run away. But she gave me so much because she wanted to close, and she was so happy. And I was like, this was amazing. I run to Cal, and it's literally just piping hot, like boiling level.
Yeah, we're talking, there's no bowl. There's no plate in this
It's in like
bag.
a dog,
It's
like a
just-
to-go bag,
she
like literally
dumped it
just like in a
bag.
plastic
Yeah.
bag. And so we're dipping the fish cake in the bag, and we're just like in an alleyway because we didn't want to bother anybody. And we
we're
had like an
taking
amazing
turns holding the bag
experience.
because it was so hot.
Wow.
Like trying to hold it from the bottom.
But we couldn't touch it. It was so
Yeah.
hot. And the sauce was exactly what I needed. But the actual like duck in the rice cake, like in the sauce, best I've ever had in my life. It was, and it, like, of course it was.
No,
So
and it
pillowy
better
and
be.
soft.
You know
It
what I
was
mean? Wow.
Then we walked around that area, got to explore a new area, which was really, really cool. I feel like this trip, when we travel, we kind of stay in the same area. And I think I always thought like I couldn't go out or other places because it would just be too complicated. Like whether that was like taking the bullet train or like even going to Anyang, I'd be like, oh my God, no, it's too far. I'm like, oh my God, it's so easy. And it was so fun. I feel like my mind was opened.
Just take the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next
super
day,
easy.
we had some really fun appointments planned. What do we do, Cal?
The next day, wait, it's day 2 the
hair?
head spa day? Oh yeah, I was waiting for us to get to this because this was nuts. Yeah, Echo Jardin. We go in and we get. You wanted me to get a color analysis.
You wanted to get your color analysis.
I wanted to get a color analysis.
Don't put it on me.
And then we did the head spa, like the long one.
He got to see Julian, which when we go back, you have to meet Julian. Sweetest person in the world. Absolutely love him so much. And he was so
Remi was like, he's the one everyone wants to see.
He's
And
so
I was like,
cute.
oh, okay.
I just love him. And it was so nice to see him because I was telling Cal, like, when I saw him, it was after days of being in Korea when my mom was sick. And so I hadn't talked to anyone in days. So I saw him and we were just like kikiing. And I was like, when I saw him again. And Cal got his analysis done. And
Wait, what are we?
Remi said I'm the same as you, like
Right?
the light spring or something
Like
that.
a light spring.
Autumn. Hold on, I
Soft
have
autumn.
a sugar
I'm
card.
not autumn.
I don't think
you're
I'm
autumn.
not autumn. I'm light. I'm very pastel.
Yeah.
Cal
Is what he
got-
told me.
Which also now, so
It's
when
either
you
light or bright spring.
hold on, I
one
found
of
it. I'm
those.
sorry, I literally forget. I get them all mixed up because they all confuse me.
I have the card thing.
Cal has
somewhere.
spring, warm, light.
Oh.
Is that what you are?
No, so I got light spring and soft autumn.
Oh.
So he said I can
I
do
didn't know
pastels, cool or warm tone, as long as they're light.
Oh.
But then in like my true colors, like an autumn, which is why browns and like greens and stuff look good on me.
He told me to only gravitate towards colors that have like some yellow in them in some fashion. He never at any point mentioned the color red, which I think I have the most. Like most of my closet is like if there's a color on it, it's red. So I was just like, damn. I even asked him one time. I even asked him one point, and I was like, "What about the color red?" He was like, "Don't."
Oh, he said no.
I was
red.
like, no.
But again, you have to live
No,
by
I know.
it.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna throw away my
No,
red shirts, but I'm just like,
it's not-
dang, that's nuts.
It's one of those things, like, obviously everyone knows I made it my full personality. I switched from silver to gold because they said that I'm a gold girl. But it's just crazy because my whole life I had people be like, oh, I feel like gold would look better on you. Like, and I remember being like, no, I'm silver. And then now I'm like, I see it. It warms me up a little bit. But like, I'll still wear my silver stuff.
It's personal preference, yes, absolutely.
But what I didn't realize at the time, like until I started doing it, was that a color analysis, it focuses on like your face and like what the color does to like make your face look, like how the light reflects onto it and everything. So I was like, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
But then he dropped a bomb on us. He was like, I'm doing a body analysis now.
Yes.
And we were like,
so now that's
what?
I don't know if it's a newer thing in Korea or like it's just starting to get more popular. And he was so sweet. He was like, I wanted to do it on me when I was there, but he was like, I wasn't fully done like perfecting it yet. And he didn't have time for me to do it this time, but I want to do it next time. So, and I hit up a girl to do it who specializes in it, but she didn't have any time.
Is
so
it like
when
what
I go
types of clothes to wear?
silhouettes? Your body
Silhouettes,
shape, your body
yeah.
type, silhouettes that would be the best on you. Like what's the most flattering?
My
all
pair.
that. But the pair wasn't even a thing within it. It's like a whole other,
Well, it's like, I think he just had, I don't know if he had a diagram for women.
Wait, so did he do it for him?
For me.
Yeah, he did it
But
for
he did
Cal.
it for me, yeah.
No,
And
it's the same for everybody that he does. He was
Oh,
showing
really?
Me. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like it was like less of like pear, apple, hourglass. It was like it was something I forget exactly.
It was more geometric.
Yeah,
He would
it was
be like,
cool.
are you a square? Are you an upside down triangle? Or are you a this kind of triangle? Like
Got
it's
it.
square or triangle?
It
Like,
makes
that
sense
was
though,
it.
because like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my body dysmorphia even started as early as like in magazines when I wouldn't fit a certain. It's like you were either a apple, a pear, or and I'd be like, well, I'm not that, but I'm not that, and like it just you never knew where you landed. Where like I feel like that is something that needed like an update.
Yeah.
I agree, and it was really interesting too because also it wasn't even on like body, like fat. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause, like I feel like that changes also like depending like where you're holding your weight. It was more of like just like structure, which I
Yes.
really liked too because
Yeah.
it wasn't set up to make you feel like, oh my
Yes.
God, like I'm a bowling ball. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah. Or even like how the word flattering can be hard for some people because it's like I don't want to just wear something that's flattering on me. But it's like when you studied it from a science, like there are certain clothes that I just feel better. Like high-waisted jeans will always make me feel more confident than low rise. Yes, I can rock the low rise. but I'll feel more confident in the high rise.
Absolutely.
And that's okay.
Just seeing like a whole new breakdown on like, cause that's something that I've been focusing a lot on recently is like silhouettes more so than like what like clothes I'm getting that I just think look cool. It's like, what is the silhouette going to look like when I put it all together?
Same. And I feel like it's taken me way too long in my life and I've wasted a lot of I just did a closet clean out and I like filmed the process and I was like, I'm so glad I'm older with just more knowledge of what I like for me versus just, you know, when we're younger, we're like, that's cute, I want that. Versus like, I don't know, just being more selective about what goes in your closet and stuff.
Yeah. And it's also crazy. So he did the jewelry thing for me too. And he said to never wear chrome colors. And literally the day before in Ixandong, I went to get like this chrome like chain sick. Bracelet. And I was like, oh, dang.
But it still looks good on you. And that's again, we take it with a grain of salt. We're not going to live our life by it.
Also,
I'm literally wearing it right now.
Yeah,
like, I'm not bothered by it at all.
There is like an edge to silver stuff that looks so good. So when it fits the fit, you just do it.
It's fine.
It fits the fit.
I'm not bothered by it. I just thought it was funny. He was like, never wear it. And I was like, oh, dang. I just bought some though.
And he was like, that's okay.
Yeah.
We then walk from the color analysis room though to the head spa.
I mean, are you kidding me?
I've never seen Cal smile or giggle like that in my life. Like
no,
giggle,
Ashley and him are so similar. So that's why I'm like, I just get it. Like that's their happy place.
I was like, wow, like this is unbelievable. Like they like massage your head, they're cleaning it, they're putting like these little like, I've never heard of this before, but hair essence, like where they're like spraying it into like your
the follicles.
Yeah.
I don't know how much any of it does, but it feels good.
See, half of it I didn't know what it was or what they were doing, but I just 18 steps slay.
It just feels so nice.
I'm like, yep.
They handed me a book that like showed the steps or whatever, and like also
you
like
give it right back.
well, no. They showed it to me, and I'm flipping through. I'm like reading. I'm like, so cool. I flipped to the last page. Alisha in my picture. I scream. I'm like, oh my god! And the girl was like laughing. I was like, that's me. She's like, yeah.
It was so fun.
It was really sweet. It was so like I had the most amazing experience, and like after traveling, it was just such a nice, like relaxing.
Yeah.
It was the most relaxing thing we could have done. I love getting my head touched.
Oh my god.
It was cool.
We're officially in holiday hustle mode, and honestly, this time of year always reminds me how impressive small business owners are. Everyone is doing seasonal drops, gift bundles, pop-ups, everything at once. You guys know how important I find shopping small businesses is all year long, but especially during December. I love to showcase them during Vlogmas, and truly some of my favorite products that I've ever found in my life have been through doing the small business hauls. It blows my mind how much goes into running a business during the holidays, and this is where Shopify comes in and truly changes the game. It keeps everything organized and running smoothly so business owners can actually enjoy the big moments instead of stressing through them. I love that Shopify makes it simple to sell wherever your customers already are, on social media, your website, at a holiday market, wherever it is. Shopify keeps everything synced so you never miss a customer. And whether you're launching a side hustle or scaling your full-time business, Shopify takes so much of the guesswork out of running everything. It's amazing because you can manage everything in one place. Shopify has so many templates and you can customize everything so it actually feels like your brand. They help with inventory, sales tracking, marketing tools, all of it so you can focus on the creative side. Plus, I have to talk about Shopify Sidekick because it feels like having a personal assistant. It helps you with reports, content ideas, image edits, and planning your next business move. I love that Shopify makes entrepreneurship feel possible. Whether someone wants to test a holiday product idea or build something long-term, Shopify makes starting easy. Whether you're just wanting to test out an idea or you're getting serious about launching your own brand, it's never been easier to get started on shopify.com/basic. Shopify makes selling so easy, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. That's shopify.com/basic.
This episode is sponsored by Cotton.
You guys know I love anything soft, and I've been paying way more attention to the fabrics that I'm wearing, especially for those comfy staples. I mean, I did say that if I was a sunny angel, I'd be one wearing a sweatshirt and leggings, as we know, but I am also here for all those cozy nights in when the AC is blasting and you just want to curl up in something soft. Needless to say, comfy staples are pretty much my brand and very on brand for me.
Same. This is why we're best friends. And honestly, I had no idea how much synthetic stuff I was wearing until I was, started checking tags. I was so surprised to see how many pieces that I thought were natural were actually loaded with synthetics. And guess what? My favorite pair of jeans were actually 100% cotton.
I just want fabrics that feel good on my skin. Cotton is natural and breathable. It's truly my favorite fabric to wear. It's perfect for those hot days when you still want to look cute and stay comfortable. I threw on a cotton tank the other day and it felt like the perfect weight. Not too heavy, not too thin.
And it's not just about comfort, it's about durability. I have some cotton tees and hoodies that still look great after so many washes. Meanwhile, some of the other like synthetic pieces pill or stretch just after a few wears, and cotton actually holds up and keeps its shape.
That matters, especially when you're investing in those classic pieces, a good pair of jeans, a go-to hoodie, or that perfect oversized tee that should last and not fall apart after one season.
Cotton is also gentle on the skin, which is huge for me. I get irritated easily, especially when it's hot and sticky outside. Cotton just feels good, whether you are lounging on the couch, running errands, or hanging out by the pool.
Learn more about the benefits of cotton products for yourself, your style, and your space at thefabricofourlives.com.
And what was like probably the craziest part for me was the massage chair that they put you in at one point. Like after they do a bunch of like cleansing for your hair, they bring you into another room where they like lay you down in a chair and they like rinse your hair off for like 10 minutes. And
the sound too. It's just
yeah. And
so relaxing.
I want to be there right now.
When the massage chair, like, I've never liked a massage chair, honestly. It's never like really, I'm just getting hit with like a metal rod. That's what it feels like. And this one was like crazy. I was like,
that's gotta be like a $20,000 chair that they put you really lay flat. They don't like. Also, Koreans are really big on massage chairs.
Yeah,
though. It's a thing in the culture. So I feel like they just perfected it too, because it's like as wide as this chair, and you lay flat, and then it's like grabbing every part of your body.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it's the air, like it compresses
the compression.
You.
Yes,
yeah. I'm gonna have a spa night tonight.
Was on cloud 9, and I didn't want to leave that chair. I was like, I've never had a chair like this in my freaking life. Oh my God. And we had like 2 chatty Cathys on the other side of the room.
They were so funny. We were all geeking. It was honestly like the energy was just up. We were just having a good time. We were happy to be there.
I love that.
After we finished, we did. Oh, the owner says hi, by the way. She's so sweet. I
so
brought
nice.
Trader Joe's bags of snacks for people too, because I was like, I've heard that Trader Joe's is big there. So I gave some to them and they were like so excited.
Oh my
it was
God,
really cute.
We saw Trader Joe's tote bags like in quite a few places.
It's like the thing to have. I feel like probably in Japan too. It's like the thing to have.
Oh my God.
And so then after we went to the head spa, obviously we're by the Hyundai Mall.
I was waiting for that shout out.
So we ventured on over there, and what did you think?
What did we do at that one?
We
ate.
Did you go to the basement?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah.
It was closing soon, but we ate. We had bagels. We just like wandered around a little bit.
It's
That's where
just
we had
so
the mochi.
pretty.
The mochi fruit.
Mochi fruit. So good. It's mochi wrapped fruit, fresh fruit, and then it's got like white bean on the inside. It's amazing. There's so many things that I didn't try until this trip.
Well, I get it though, because there's so many options of everything.
Good. But what did you think of our favorite mall in the world?
I mean, like going down into the food court area was wild. Like I think the Hyundai Mall was my first taste of pop-up culture in Korea.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just now coming to the States, and some people are like, I don't get it, you know?
I didn't get it either at first.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Cal also mentioned that, I think on the plane or something, I was like, by the way, they love pop-ups. And he was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, I was like, whatever that means.
But again, experience, like it's fun, you know?
So it's so fun. I love that it's like limited time. I love that they send it balls to the wall and make it crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Like imagine being a teenager, like we would go to the mall and like there wasn't much to do, but imagine like there's always pop-ups. Like that'd be so fun.
And it's a fun way to learn about new brands too. And I love the marketing behind it.
Yeah.
Like it's just fun to see. But yeah, we got to try the food. Just overall though, the mall is the most insane thing in the world.
Yeah. And I could have just stayed in those lower levels, because I remember we went up to go clothing shopping, and I kind of just got really overwhelmed at the amount of like different brands that they have in Korea. And it's like the way that they name their brands too, because it is in English, but it's like broken English. So it was really funny. Like what was the one where it was like she's miss or something like that? Like this is never that. Yeah. I was just like kind of like really thrown off and like overwhelmed by everything. I was like, I need to like kind of research into all of these, and then I'll be able to like
I feel like that's the
really
thing with
dive
traveling.
into like buying clothing, because I was just like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And then there was like a record store down there that I really liked.
I know
they
exactly.
had like yep.
He was freaking out.
They had like City Pop and like some Korean jazz in there, and I was like, I was like, this is really cool.
He was freaking. He was like, this would go for like $700 at home. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those, we've talked about it before, but if you didn't hear that episode, the basement level of this mall is all like Korean owned brands. So if you're like, I could stay on that level the whole time, like down the food level. Like that's all you need.
Yeah. And
Camel coffee.
Camel coffee.
Camel coffee.
Wow.
The next day, I think this might have been my crash out day. This day or the next day. But I woke up, and I'll get into it now. I woke up, and this is kind of a continuation from the first day, where I was feeling so uncomfortable and just like moody and just like, how was I feeling? Just like overstimulated, stress. Like I just had a lot going on. And to me, the like tip of the iceberg was I was so fucking bloated. So uncomfortably bloated. Like bloating is normal. Bloating is fine. But I was so uncomfortably bloated. I woke up one morning and I had like a full on crash out. And yeah, I think it was a continuation from that first day where I like crashed out at the cafe, but this was like a full blown like hysterical crash out. And I just was like I was unwell, and I was like, I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And like my bloating was like so, I
It was different.
sorry, I didn't even think about, like how I was going to word this, but just like so uncomfortable. I took photos, and that's what reminded me of this. Like my stomach was past my boobs, and I just felt so like I didn't know what was going on. And granted, I was eating everything inside as I should. It was my honeymoon, but it was just like an uncomfortable level where I did not know what was happening. And I was just like, again, I just had like a lot of emotions because I felt like I was like, just, it was taking it, like maybe dampening the trip. I always just feel like, oh my God, like I feel bad for Cal, like all these sorts of things. And so what happened exactly? I kind of forget. It was kind of a haze.
You just wanted to lay down and kind of like let the emotions out for a little bit. And then after that, you were feeling a little better. I can't remember exactly what we did right after that, but I think we just kind of walked around.
Yeah. I remember in the room, I was just like, I was overcome with emotions. And so one thing that happened was I felt so bloated. And I looked in the mirror, and I have literally the photo of my stomach. And there's like, I just want to say, like, there's nothing wrong with bloating. Like, this was just like a different level than I've ever experienced. I'm bloated right now as we speak. I'm always bloated. But it took me back to how I felt in my body when I was extremely overweight. Like, in the way where it felt just like the uncomfortableness, like, and not uncomfortable in my skin because I had confidence. It just like, if you've ever been like pretty overweight, you understand what I'm feeling, or what I'm saying, of just like the feeling of just like the uncomfortableness that you feel physically. And so I felt that, and I felt like a lot of like body dysmorphia. I felt like I was kind of back in my old skin. I'm freaking out. I'm like crying just because like I'm overwhelmed with emotions. And I'm like, why am I crying? This is like not a big deal, but I'm also like feeling kind of physical pain from it too. Like it felt so uncomfortable, and I'm crying. And then I'm like, no, but like we're on our honeymoon. We need to go out. And I like so appreciate Cal because he's like, hold on. And he like lays in the bed, and he like has me lay on him, and I'm just like hysterically sobbing, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm crying even harder because then I realize it's this new hormone that I'm on. So I'm doing research, and I've talked about this, but I started taking progesterone, and I so appreciate any of the people that comment and let me know your experience, because I've had so many amazing comments since being open about starting it. And that's what I love about YouTube and this community is like everybody's always so nice. And like had I not gotten those comments also, I would have been a lot more like confused and like not understanding what was happening. But the amount of comments that I've gotten from viewers who have let me know that they've also started progesterone, or they've been on progesterone, or they were on progesterone at one point, and have let me know that it is gnarly, mentally prepped me for it. I had people commenting saying like, hey, just so you know, Rem, like, because I talked about like, I was just like really emotional. This was like a few weeks ago. I was like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm gonna cry for no reason. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, I'm starting this medication, and someone was like, it takes a toll on your body. Like, I'm just wishing you luck. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much, because it let me know. It provided me like a warning, I think. So I'm crying because I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking up the symptoms, and there's like a lot of symptoms that come with taking it. And then I start crying even more. I didn't even tell you this yet. I started crying even more because I like felt so guilty that I don't operate normally, and I felt so guilty that like Cal married someone who like has so many struggles with like things like this.
Baby,
so that I'm
it's
crying because of that.
okay.
So that I felt so bad. But anyways, I was just like freaking out. I'm like so uncomfortable. I'm in so much pain and all these sorts of things. But again, I just really appreciate having a partner who's just like holding me and is just like, we can just sit. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, no, but we're on our honeymoon. So like, I want to go. So I really appreciated just like the freedom to just like relax. Cause I feel like then I'm like hysterical. And then I calmed down. I wake up, I took a shower. And then we went out for our day. And I felt a lot better after that. But I think just like knowing and kind of like almost the expectations of like, this is going to kind of rock my world a little bit. I'm on it again right now. I'm on it like once a month. And this is my second month now of being on it. So now I am uncomfortable. I did wake up last night with like a lot of pain. Like it's a lot more like gnarly than I expected it to be. But I'm like doing it because obviously I want to get my body in the best shape for when we do want to have kids. I just didn't expect any of it. So it was a lot, but I'm doing better now. But like last month was my first time being on it. So I think it was just a whirlwind. Yeah, it's a pill.
I was on something and I forget what it was, but I wasn't on it. No, it was, it starts with the M, I think, but
Metformin.
yes, the bloating that came from that, because normal bloating, it's like you eat, you sleep, you wake up, is a little better. Like there's some fluctuation.
Yeah.
It was just like a rock hard stomach, and I felt pregnant.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
And I remember filming a YouTube video being like, I don't know what's happening right now, and I was so like, it fucked with me mentally. So like I can't like. Hormones are no joke.
I'm literally taking a hormone, like a hormone that we normally should be making. That's what I'm doing. I'm like physically taking it. So yeah, I knew that too. Like it's a hormone, but then I'm like, now that I'm going through it, I'm like, oh shit, it's like a hormone. Well, but I appreciate again that a lot of people have said like it takes some getting used to.
Even just like a monthly period. I'm in my 30s. You'd figure by now I'd be like, okay, I should anticipate a luteal phase.
Yeah.
Like I literally, Ash and I got in our worst fight ever.
Really?
No. I yelled at her, but then it was done. But I was like so overstimulated. I was on my period. We took the train from Kyoto to Japan.
Yeah.
And I was so overstimulated. I literally was cramping so bad that day. Of course, the one day we're like on a what's it called? I'm like doing these like acupuncture pressure points to feel better. We found out we can ship our luggage, so we didn't have to take all our luggage on the bullet train.
Yes. We saw that too when we were walking around. We're like, what?
Amazing.
It was like luggage transportation. We were like, what? That's genius.
We didn't realize they shipped it to our hotel, not to the station, which we thought it was a station, so we're trying to find it. So I'm on my phone, I'm trying to find it, and we're in one of those like cross intersections where everyone's moving 24/7. Ashley's like, what was that place called? What was it called? What was it called? And I think she said it 20 times. She was like, what was it called? Where's it go? Where are we going? What's it called? Like, and I know she was stressing because we were in the middle of this intersection.
Yeah, she's
but
trying.
I literally am so overstimulated. I'm puridating like crazy. And I didn't hear her. It felt like a tunnel. Like I heard her saying it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I finally hear it and I'm like, I don't know, Ash. And then she got so quiet. And then I felt bad because I snapped. But that was our biggest fight ever. And I literally
I've been there.
No, and then I felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry for yelling. It's just like I don't know. And I don't care that we're in people's way right now because I just don't fucking know. And I want to cry and I need to change my tampon. But all that to say, overstimulation. And that was just me on my period, like let alone adding hormones.
I mean, I've learned, and because I'm still new to this period thing, like I've learned that we only feel normal like 5 days out of the month.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm like learning that.
And our whole cycle is equivalent to a man's 1 day cycle.
Do you know
What does that mean?
Like the cycle of your body is 1 day, 24 hours. That's why the world is built off of how men operate. Wake up early, work out. That's best for men's bodies. And then like every.
Wait, what do you mean by like a cycle? Sorry,
like you
I'm
still
just
have
confused.
cycles of your hormones. You just don't have like
everything you do
It just
in
all
one
happens
day.
in a day.
1 day.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Cool for you.
Sounds like what a man would say.
Ours is like
Sorry.
ours is like the moon. Like the phases of a moon is a full month, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Women are complex.
So
That is wild.
Like we have all our different phases. Like that's helped me so much just because I'd be like, okay, I'm in my luteal, like I'm more pissy. I don't feel hot.
Insane.
Like it's crazy.
I'm trying to like tap into that more because I'm still like newer to like being regular, and I feel like I need to like be more aware.
It's help. I don't know much about it, but I do know it's like it's so nice. It'll even say like, this is the best week when you're most social and you feel pretty and you want to go out. And then it's like, this week you probably, and you know what though? There was something, I think I sent it to Jackson, and it was like what to do for your partner depending what phase they're at. So you should learn for her, because then you'll know what weeks she'll want to be more social and go out versus like wanting to stay home.
I will say I'm pretty vocal, and he'll just be like, okay. So I don't think we need that, but yes, that would be great. All in all, I'm doing better. This is my 2nd month on it, and I'm feeling, I'm still like in pain. I'm not as uncomfortable as I was. I think it was just, I was eating, everything that I wanted to.
As you shouldn't, as I would in Korea too.
Yes. And so I think it was just like a culmination of that. Like I was definitely overeating, which is fine, but it definitely added to like my bloating and just uncomfortableness. My body was experiencing it for the first time. I also want to, I keep reminding myself that I am taking this because I'm getting my body in the best shape that I can for when we do want to start trying for a baby. I do want to say a correction, because I think it was in my solo episode I misspoke, and when I was listening back I was like, that wasn't right, and I feel like I spread false news or fake news. I said that my doctor has me on this because when I am ready to start trying, if it's not working, she can basically like do the things to get me pregnant, which was not right, obviously. Or no, sorry. It was do the things to avoid miscarriage. Obviously, there's no guarantee that you can avoid a miscarriage.
Yeah.
Even, no
Even
doctor,
if you're healthy,
no doctor in the world, can just be like, oh, you're not going to get a miscarriage. It's just, I'm getting my body in the best place because progesterone is a hormone that helps protect the baby. This is getting us in the best place to hopefully avoid a miscarriage. So I just wanted to say that my doctor is not God. So, all that to say, I'm doing better. I really, again, just like cannot stress enough how like important it is to have a partner who is so patient and understanding, especially when going things like this. And I did feel a lot of guilt, and now I'm feeling better. So that was my breakdown, and that's why I have a photo of me in the bathroom nude. Anyways, moving on. After that, we went to Songsu, which you got to see all of the fun.
I did love
pop-ups.
Those
Those are like the best places.
Yeah, that's
I love
like the
it so
cool
much.
teen, like that's like the Brooklyn equivalent.
Yes.
I remember hearing that.
That's where I was like getting really stressed because I wanted to have a really cool outfit
Yeah.
on while we were walking
he's
around.
so cute.
And because what I didn't realize was that like everyone in Korea dresses like they're a freaking model.
No,
And they all are.
And they are.
Yeah.
Like they're all dressed like so
cool.
like yeah, they all
Layers.
that's the really is the word. Like they just look cool. And I remember I went into I went into one of the coffee shops just to get a coffee real quick, and there was like the barista who was making the coffee. It was like one of those bars you can just it was like a traditional bar. There's like people sitting up at the bar.
Okay.
And the barista was just another cool guy making coffee, and he was talking to like really cool guys at the end of the bar. And I was just sitting there waiting for my coffee. It was like a pour over one. I accidentally ordered pour over. So I was there for a while.
Yeah.
So I was there for a while.
So I was there for a while where I was wearing the my first piece of camo ever, which is what Remi got me.
Oh, the Dua Lipa.
Ah.
It says Radical Optimism on it.
Tour merch. So good.
And I was wearing like the Grim Reaper hat and like some cargos I got from Japan first time we went. And when the barista handed me my coffee, he was like, "I like your outfit." And I was like,
No way I would.
yes!
I'd be like, okay.
I was like, "Let's
Cal was like
go."
floating like 7 inches off the ground after that for the rest of the trip. He's
I
just like, remember when that
felt
guy said he
great
liked my
after
outfit?
No,
Yeah.
that I had someone compliment my moon boots, which happens a lot because I love just traveling in them. They're so comfy. And like we were at a really cool store, and the guy was like, "Your boots are sick." And I was like, "Oh!"
It's just like,
It
let's
just
go.
means
Yeah.
so much. It
Especially
really
like we
does.
really take so much time with our outfits.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, remember when that
I
guy
stressed
said about
for
my
like
outfit?
20 minutes over what I want
And
my
it's
outfit
not
to
what
be.
other people
It's
think.
so cute.
It's
Yeah.
like you've come halfway across this world to the coolest place that has cool fashion where you can experiment and try different things and be outside the box more and like do whatever. So like no pressure.
And no one knows you here.
And no one knows you, but no pressure.
I just wanted to feel cool.
I was vintage shopping and I saw stuff and I was like, Bretman would like be like, "This is sick, I'm rocking it." Where I'm like, "Is this cool? Does it look good? I don't know." And like, I'm like, it's all how you wear it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all
there's-
confidence.
It's confidence.
There's
yeah.
people like Bretman where anything looks good on
That's
him.
That
true
too.
too.
And that's
true
just
too.
not fair.
But
Like,
I was just like the on him, so sick.
Yeah.
On me, I was like, a little try hard.
so you're just being obnoxious.
I think it's confidence because
Yeah.
It is.
he'd walk in and be like, "Bitch, I look amazing,"
Yeah.
and he would,
No,
and you'd be
Yeah.
like,
literally.
"Yeah, you do." Oh my god, it's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
but let's be real. if I can picture me coming in and you'd be like, oh, your shirt's cool. Like, but I'd be like, so it's just, I'm trying too hard.
Yeah, but Bretman can pull off a cardboard box.
No, literally.
So like, it's just
true.
not fair.
Actually, challenge. I want to see him.
He will. Don't.
He would. He actually,
I need to
I
see
can
him just-
imagine it, and he would.
Yeah.
That's the
He
thing.
would.
With his
Next
giant
time he's here,
Birkin.
he's
Yes, cardboard box.
Yeah.
Okay, that night, I'm sorry, I'm going to speed through because I feel like we're taking a long time. But you did go to we went to the Myeongdong night market, which was what he was most excited for.
I was I just, because the Anyang market, they also called themselves a night market, but they closed really early. And I
they
don't know
are
if it was the
local,
day
right?
and
we
it was,
went.
it wasn't as touristy.
Yeah. And the
also,
Myeongdong, they go.
sorry,
yeah.
but you
do.
guys did have an after party at your wedding inspired by the Myeongdong night market. So I
true.
understand why you were extra excited to see this one.
Yeah. And it was crowded as hell.
Yeah.
But
It was funny because up till then, like, I didn't really see a lot of white people. Like, I kept telling Cal, because when
Oh
we
my
go
God.
around Cal's family, I'm the only person of color
Yeah.
usually, like in big family functions, which is fine. But it's just something that I noticed.
just an observation.
It's just an observation. And so I was like, pretty much just Korean people, and Cal was the only white person. I was like, oh my God, it's
And
reverse.
he's so tall.
It's opposite
Yeah.
day. And except once we got to the Myeongdong night market, white people. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's-
they've all been
we
here.
hit tourist central.
They've all been here.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
all
you gotta
been
go
here.
to touristy spots.
Which is funny because we were going to touristy spots, but Myeongdong is really
It's like the spot.
tourist central.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where
Oh
they
my
have like
God.
all, and you can like nighttime shopping there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
What was
all
your
kind of
favorite
stuff.
snack there?
The first thing we tried was the egg bread,
Yeah,
right?
egg bread.
That was really good.
Like
yeah.
you don't think, yeah.
And I mean, the corn dog kind of underwhelming.
I
We
agree.
went to other places where the corn dog was better.
Okay.
I took him to the Fresh Donuts across the street. Remember that one?
Oh,
That's where we got our
yeah.
cheese bowl.
Yeah.
That's where we got
Yeah.
our cheese bowl.
remember we struggled so much to get a cheese pull, and then we realized we were like doing it wrong.
Yes, and it was like we had to wait a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
The cheese has to kind of settle a little bit before you pull it.
We
I
like
took him to
did.
the place that we went with Max to get the galbijim and the naengmyeon, like the cold noodles. You remember all that?
Yes.
We went there. I took him really to just like the last trip was.
Was that the place with the short rib?
yes,
Oh.
yes, that was so
When I
good.
hear short rib, I think that which has ruined me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but it's ruined me because when
Let's Get Cooking has a recipe for galbijim, so check it out.
And it's
You can
incredible.
make it yourself.
Remy, we know I'm not.
Let's be honest.
You know, I'm
She's
not.
gonna wait for that leftover box to come to her door from you.
And that's fine. And I'll bring it for you.
I'll buy everything.
we finally went to Baskin Robbins.
Oh
Did
my
you know this?
God.
Did you know about Korean Baskin Robbins?
I feel like I remember you mentioning it, maybe,
Wait.
but
Oh
Bitch.
my God.
Wait,
Are
show
there-
her my phone and scroll through.
are there more
You
than
guys-
31 flavors?
Well,
we went to the one- there's a
but
lot.
You need some prep before you see this.
Okay. So there's a lot of them with 100 flavors. Baskin Robbins is huge in Korea.
Just the aesthetic in general of a store.
Yes.
It's like you're walking into a designer store.
It's insane. So they're known for having a bajillion flavors, a lot that are just Seoul exclusive, and they're really known for the cakes. Culture is insane with
The
specifically
fondue.
Baskin Robbins. Yes, they have like little like mini scoops. They've got like a cone with like 10 little mini scoops in there. Like it's so fun. And like when we went, it was like there was date night. There were like guy groups there. There were little kids there. Like after their soccer game, like it was. Everybody's a Baskin Robbins.
I made the mistake not eating before this episode.
Sorry.
I'm so
Yeah,
hungry, and
it's
you know
doing
me.
it
I
to me
never get ice
too.
cream. I'm like, I'm gonna get
No,
ice cream.
it was,
Yeah.
and I got a special cone that was a waffle cone. It was 2 waffle cones put together. In between was duck, like rice cake. So it was like chewy and stringy and hot with cinnamon sugar.
I could have gone there every night probably because they have 100 flavors at some
Yeah.
locations and they're massive too. Like they're these massive like boutique ice cream shops and like like you were saying,
I
the
want ice
cakes
cream
are
too.
like they have like Renaissance marble sculptors there in the back like making these cakes.
It's
It's
insane.
nuts.
It's
But
insane.
like what are you doing?
I'm so sorry. Imagine you're used to that, right? Then you come to America and you go to a Baskin Robbins.
No,
I can't wait to see where it all started.
I would be so that's the equivalent of, and I'm not shitting, I mean I am, but I'm not like
No, we just got to step it up.
it's just the culture difference. Like that's the equivalent of expecting Mickey from Disneyland and seeing the ones on Hollywood Boulevard or in Vegas. Like that's the equivalent of this Baskin Robbins situation. Okay. I would
Mickey
literally,
Mouse.
and also this just like dirty and like, there's like, it's just at least the one I grew up with in
I went to
Valley.
my hometown Baskin Robbins, and I don't think they've clean the floors in a long time.
No,
Like that's the vibe it was
They
giving.
don't
And
got
it was
LED
still
strips in
amazing.
these Baskin Robbins, that's for sure.
It was. I love Baskin Robbins. Don't get me wrong. No matter where, but like we got to step it up.
We would always have like daddy-daughter dates. My dad, we would go to like
Dollar Scoop Tuesdays.
Yeah, we'd always like just go and like try it. And I'd always get cookie dough. And it was so fun. But that's wild. That's
It's
like
crazy.
That's Bottega Louis
Yeah.
vibes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And like, I wish I'll show you like actual videos of it because it was insane. Like it felt like a futuristic diner almost.
It really did. Yeah.
I like how it
And they're
appeals
everywhere.
to every age group too.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Like versus that's a kid's thing.
because everyone loves ice cream. Let's be
Exactly.
honest.
Like you could have a business meeting there.
I
you
like
could
ice
have
cream
date
now
night.
more than I did when I was a kid.
Okay, so we have officially entered that time of year where everyone is traveling home, visiting family, and pretending to pack light, even though we all know it never happens. But honestly, the best part is seeing everyone reunite with old friends. There's something about the Thanksgiving season that makes people just want to reconnect, and Facebook makes that so easy. On Facebook, a little connection goes a long way. Even a quick post like "I'm home for the week" can turn into plans with people that you have not seen in forever, and it reminds me of the classic Thanksgiving Eve thing. Everyone's back in town. There's always the possibility of a connection fueled by Facebook. Facebook groups are so helpful. You can join a local group or your high school alumni group, and it's like an instant reconnection. I keep talking about how I have so many old Facebook groups from high school, whether it's like my ASB, my dance team, my song team, all those sorts of things. It's so fun to reconnect with people and just catch up after so many years. I just saw Kaylee last night, my best friend from middle school, and every time we're together, I'm just so reminded of how important this old connection is. It just fuels my soul and just fills me with so much love and gratitude, and there's just nothing like it. I think people forget how many helpful groups exist. There are groups for local events, holiday activities, recipe swaps, and everything in between. If you want to impress your friends with a new dish, you can even join a group to swap Thanksgiving recipes so you can make the best Friendsgiving dish and surprise your crush or your friends. You can also look at someone's profile to see what they're up to, and you suddenly have something to talk about. It's a little confidence boost too. And for anyone traveling home this season, this is the perfect time to reconnect. Maybe you want to reach out to an old friend or check in with a crush. Facebook makes that feel more natural and less stressful. Let's reconnect this holiday season with Facebook. A little connection goes a long way.
But I will say we did the next day get on the bullet train and we went to Busan, which I've never been to before. So that is a really popular destination also within Korea. I did want to go to Jeju Island, and I said this on BU, but I think I really wanted to go because it's like the perfect honeymoon spot. But some of my Korean family told me that it's a little bit hard to navigate on your own if you've never been. So, which
Or
I don't-
even no Korean.
I don't know. I think maybe they just wanted to go with me because I don't think it would have been that hard. But we.
They're like, no, you gotta wait till we're there because
That's what they said, and
you're
I
just
was like,
gonna
"Oh,
have a hard
okay."
time.
That's
Yeah.
what they said, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Now that I got to Busan, I was like, "I think we could have done it."
Yeah.
Regardless, you can take the bullet train to Busan. You have to take a plane to Jeju. So, all to say, we get on the bullet train. So fun. And again, like this trip, I realized like, oh my God, I've been missing out on so much because I thought that it'd be too hard to get places. It's not. It was so easy to get there. And anytime we could take the bullet train, I was like, let's take the train. It was so fun.
I will say it helps with less people. Like,
Yeah.
even it just being Ash and I, it was so easy to be like, okay, I messed up that location. Oh, well. Versus like I felt bad for her. But if I had like 10 people and it was all dependent on me, and if people aren't having a good time, and then you're like, I'm sorry, like it's a
That's
lot.
true. That is
so
true.
I get it would be nice to go when your parents can kind of just like tell you what to do.
Well, when you and I come, when we go to Korea next, we are absolutely going to Busan because
Yes.
Cal and I loved it even more.
I believe it.
I think I would rather go there than Seoul
Yeah.
again.
All of
Yeah.
my family who have like spoken about potentially moving back to Korea at some point, every single person I talked to, I was like, oh my God, I liked it more than Seoul. They're like, oh, if we move, we want to move to Busan
Yeah.
specifically. It was so, and it
Also, it's
felt
on
so
the
different
beach.
than I thought. Yes, it's on the water. It was so beautiful. I feel like you got all of the best parts of Seoul, all the food, all of the people. Everyone's so nice. The weather was so nice, but like, it just felt like a little cozier. They have an aquarium.
Yes.
Amazing. I already talked about it
Yeah.
on BU. Go check it out. We went to the aquarium. We explored all around there.
Yeah, we were walking around the streets. We did the capsule car.
So cute.
It was
So
really
cute.
cool.
We did all the touristy stuff, but it was really fun.
we did touristy stuff, and we did some like
Our best food
light
we had was there.
exploration. Yeah, like we went to one of the temples, and then we walked a good way back. Right?
We like raced the cable cars on the way back. Like we walked with it. It was just a
yeah.
really fun. That felt really honeymoony to me.
Yes.
I feel like also as much as, you know, we love planning stuff, like your favorite moments from that trip were things you didn't plan and were spontaneous.
Yeah.
So I think that's
like
such a
going
good,
to the aquarium. Like we weren't planning on doing that.
it's so, you feel
was
like
amazing.
kids.
Yeah.
You're like, let's do it.
Yes.
Like even you guys going to that night market. Like I feel like that's such a good.
I think it clicked in for me, like the vacation feeling is like, oh, we have all the time in the world, the time that we are here. We have all the time in the world to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Like if we want to go to the aquarium, we can. If we want to do this, we can. Like we can go to bed when we want. We can wake up when we want. Like that's, I think it makes you feel like a kid again in some ways. Like on summer vacation.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Oh my God, yes.
And I just have to shout out this one place in Busan real quick that we went to. It's called Anga, right? Anga. And that was a place we went to. I literally just went on TripAdvisor and looked up, I think, what was it, best pork barbecue in Busan. And it pointed us to Anga. And it's this, it's just this little Korean barbecue place with like 3 people running it. And there's like this really sweet lady like took us to our table, and she was like taking our order and grilling the meat for us and asking us all these questions. She was being so nice. Turns out she was the owner the whole time, and she was just like really enjoying like talking to us the whole time. And we were just like talking about how it's our honeymoon and like how much we've been looking forward to having Korean barbecue. And I think that was the first night we had it, right?
Think so.
Like was in Busan.
Yeah. One of the first.
Yeah. And she was like just being so kind to us. Like, and at one point, like one of her workers would like help us as well, like with grilling the meat. And he would, what did he say? He was like
It was cute because at one point, I don't know why, but she got like a little shy or something. So she would be like, she'd talk to him, and then he'd come to us and he'd be like, my boss like this, my boss is this. And he was like, my boss asked, can we take you guys like are so happy. He's like, you guys look so happy. Can we take your photo and put it on Instagram? We're like, yeah, of course, like for sure. So they take our photo and they posted it.
I feel like they recognized you.
No, definitely not.
Really?
No.
This is
No
something
one
they
there knows
do.
me.
Yeah,
But it
because
was
she
just, like,
asked us where we're
genuine.
from. Yeah,
Yeah, and then they took our photo and then posted it, and then Cal, like a couple days later, was like, "Did you see they posted us?" And I have to say, like they do it to all of their look at
Okay,
their
that makes
they do
more
it
sense.
to all the diners.
That's so
but
cute.
what was really sweet was like a lot of times it was like, "Oh my god, like look at this sweet group came from like Russia. This group is like from."
From
wait,
Australia.
what caption did they
Our
put?
caption for us was like so nice.
Guys, you have to
Yeah.
print it.
It was so sweet. Should I find it? It was
Find
like
it, print it, and like
it
hang
was like
it.
the
That's so
sweetest,
special.
Because
like-
the way they asked us, what they were just like, she just loves how happy you two look, and we just wanted to like capture this moment for you, and we were like, oh my god, yeah.
Guys,
gonna
you
make
have to print that.
Wait.
I mean, we had
You
the
guys,
best pork
Let me
Korean
translate
barbecue
it.
of
They
our
said,
lives.
Lovely newlyweds from LA for their honeymoon. Just by looking at the smile of both of you, I felt how happy it was. Thank you for the delicious food. I hope your trip in Korea will be a precious memory for you too.
Imagine their faces when they did see who you were.
They're so cute.
They like.
Oh no, I messaged them because I replied back after I replied something, and I was just like, because it was besides them being so nice, it was the best Korean barbecue we've ever had in our
best
life.
bet.
So like,
pork
everybody go.
barbecue
We'll link
ever.
it down below. We'll do like the neighbor
Do I
link
want
on
noodles
there.
or do I want barbecue tonight?
Porque no los. It was phenomenal. Oh, and then I replied. I was like, "Oh my god! Like, thank you so much." They were like, "We didn't know we had a famous person." It was really cute. It was so cute. It was so sweet.
Wait,
I'll
I
fast
love
forward through the
that.
rest because, like, again, we just went back to Seoul. We like literally after that went back, ate more food, explored more.
When we went back to Seoul, we did a lot of reruns. Like we went back to Iksan-dong, we went back to Seongsu, we went back to Gangnam.
Oh, wait, but one thing we wanted to do because I've seen it all over TikTok. So the library.
Yes.
So it's like it's a beautiful library that's really popular.
Wait, are you gonna?
Yeah, it's a really beautiful library that's like a gorgeous place to go take photos or just like go see. And the first one, they're both in a mall. It's a Starfield mall.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like similar to like our Westfield or something like that. And so we went to the first one, which is known to be smaller. It's still in Seoul. It's like within the city. And so we went to it, and it's really pretty. We like walk in, we're like so excited. And as we're there, everyone's taking their photos, and an American girl walks by and goes, I mean, and this is our first interaction
to be
with
fair, we
it.
were kind of feeling this way too a little bit. It was just smaller than we
Hello,
pictured.
not me. I didn't say that.
It was just
I thought it
smaller
was
than
amazing.
it was smaller than what I at least pictured from all the
also,
photos and
I
stuff.
will
the
say I
photos.
went in
Yeah.
knowing it was smaller than the other one. So I didn't know
there's two.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it
there's
is a
two.
smaller version.
And so the
yeah.
girl like walks by us as we're walking in, and I'm like, whoa, and Cal's like, whoa, and the girl goes, I mean, I don't know. It's just like not giving. And she like keeps walking, and Cal and I are dying laughing because we're like, first off, that was so rude.
I feel like that's
It was loud. She was like,
so
it's just
loud.
not really giving.
Why was that mine and Ollie's love child? She's out
And
there.
so we're dying. So we kept like referencing that. Now we're just
I don't
like, I
know,
mean,
it's
it's
not
really
giving.
giving. And so that was funny, but it was
we
pretty.
referenced that a lot. It was so
It was pretty, but
fucking
there's
funny.
a massive one with the planets. Have you seen that one? I'll show you. a photo.
Honestly, I didn't know there was two. So in my head, I
Yes.
probably thought
Yeah,
they're all
there's
the
a-
same.
There's a bigger one outside of Seoul.
Here,
like
show her the video. It's in a place called Suwon, which okay, so you're gonna love this.
Oh.
So it's in Suwon.
Okay, no.
So you have to take the train. We took the bullet train again, right? Did
we took the bullet train
Yeah.
for 30 minutes.
for 30 minutes, or you can take the subway for an hour, but it's out. You have to like go pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go to Suwon, and I'm so excited to go see this library. So that was like our big thing for the day. And there's also like a fortress you can go see. Like there's a lot to go do there. But we get to Suwon, and Cal and I got some vine boxes in the mall, and we're sitting at the steps of the library, and we're like opening them together. And I look at my phone, and my dad goes, "I see you're in Suwon. That's where I grew up." I was like, what? But now you understand, because I was telling Cal, but like you get it. Remember how my dad was being kind of like mysterious about where he was going?
Yeah.
When he was seeing his family,
Yeah.
like we knew he was going somewhere, and I like
You
wanted to go
him.
with him, but my dad was like, no, like because they all speak Korean. Like he's like, you're not going to really understand what's going on. I was like, totally. So only to find out he was going back to Suwon. That's where my dad's cousin lives.
Oh.
So he was going there the whole time, and I was like, I would have gone with you had I known. But anyways. I love that he was tracking me too. I was like, "You're in Suwon.
Wait, cute.
That's where I grew up." And I
I
was
feel
like,
like
"Oh my God."
also I feel like he was like, I don't want to have you ruin a whole day trip
Yeah,
where you could be out doing fun things.
I would have
and-
loved it, but now I know.
Yeah.
And Suwon was stunning. It was
Oh
so
my
beautiful.
God.
Really
The library
pretty.
was cool, so we got to
Yeah.
experience that. We went to like a bunch of places that like I love that I got to show you, but also like still a lot of things that I've never seen.
Yeah.
before. It was
Yeah.
just the perfect
Yeah.
mix.
That's what I feel like it was fun doing something new, especially with your honeymoon, because now
Yeah.
you have like new memories versus
Yeah.
just showing him
Same
all
thing.
old memories you've had at other
Yes.
places.
But I will say, like watching you eat all of the foods that like watching you was like my favorite thing.
I feel like
seeing him
even
eat
just
salt bread.
for a culture, like him experiencing your culture,
Yes.
like in like the best way you can experience it. Like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Also, while we were at the shrine in Busan, there was like different little areas where you could like pray or make a wish.
Yes. Oh yeah, we were in a temple where they had a lot of
here it is, yeah.
a lot of Buddha statues, I believe, that
Yes.
was representing like different gods.
Yes, the Buddha of granting a son.
Yes.
So we hung out there for a little bit.
I thought you were gonna be
Yes.
like, so we prayed to him. You're like, we hung out with him.
We hung out with
we
him.
kikied with
Well, I'm
him.
not gonna say which one we went to, but it was really fun overall. And I feel like that was kind of the gist of everything. Sorry, I went into like such incredible
No,
detail.
but again, I want you to know all these details.
Well, we
And,
went
like, have them
to.
out there.
I wanted to shout out the second head spa place we went to. Real quick.
yes,
Because they did some crazy like massage stuff with my head. Like
Oh
they
my
had
went
a
to
vi-
Juno Hair. Her name
Yes,
is Dayan
Juno-
in Gangnam. Because we went out for the
Yes.
day, and then it ended up starting to rain, and then we were really tired, and we were like, well, we have dinner, because my mom and dad also really wanted us to go. They sent us money to go to like a specific really nice restaurant for our honeymoon.
Oh, Hanu beef.
Yes. Yeah, to get Hanu
Oh
beef,
my
which is like the
God.
Korean equivalent of like Japanese A5, Wagyu. And so we were like waiting. We had a reservation, or we didn't have a reservation, but we're in the area. And we're like, oh my God, we're so tired. Like, what do we do? And I was like, we walked past the head spa sign, and we're like, wait, let's just go in there. And so we're like, we know we don't have a reservation. Is there any way we could do the head spa? Because like we both had such a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, of course. And they just sat us down and like saw us, and it was amazing.
Oh my God.
It
Wait,
was
I love
incredible.
that.
They were using like those like head massage scraper
Yeah.
things that do this. Well, they had one that vibrates, and they were doing that on me, and I was like, what? And then
my
they had like
God.
it wasn't like a typical like a Theragun massager. It was
Okay.
more like it was just like vibrating. Like
It's like
at
an Echo Jordan, like that, like one on the string, like it's on like a string, like it's like on a cord, and it's like a machine that they drag around with you. It's really nice. It's like
Like
pulsating.
she was putting like it on this part, and she was just digging
yes,
into
yes,
my shoulder.
yes,
I was like,
yes.
what?
With like red light and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We also went to the Han River finally, and we did the ramen there.
Yes, we did.
That
Did you
was
guys
really
wear
cute.
the
That was really
hanboks?
Yes, we wore
we what?
hanboks. We went to the palace. Oh my God.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did that. That was really
Wait,
fun.
I want to see photos. I don't even
I
think
will
saw
say, okay. Oh my God, I didn't send you. What I've decided is next time we go, K-pop Demon Hunters, the next time that we go, I want to, at the beginning of the trip, find a place. Because like,
Stop!
it was cute.
Right
It was really cute. And with the leaves, it was really sweet. But I will say we didn't plan it well enough where like we went, and I've heard like the ones right around the palace are like very like touristy and kind of just for money. You know what I mean? They're just like and it was very much like get in, get out. And that's what we did. And mine was definitely a little too small for me. But what I want to do is
too small for me too.
next time what we can what you can do is you can get them custom made. And so it just takes some time. So what I think the next time we go
I look so insane.
and
My head, it
so
just
good.
does. The hats just don't fit my giant head.
Yeah.
So it's like
was
sticking
funny.
even further up.
it was like I want to do it where when you go, we can go at the beginning of the trip, get our measurements, get them made, and then by the end of the trip they'll be done,
Yeah.
and then we can go take pictures at the palace. But either way, that was really cool.
Wait,
One
that's
last
so
thing.
cute.
And maybe we'll have a baby, and maybe I'll get like a little baby hanbok. Maybe we'll see. And then one day,
That would be
I will say,
adorable.
on our last day of the trip, though, last night we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do, and after the palace, we actually ended up going to make your own perfume class. So I didn't know this, but it's really popular in Korea to like do a DIY, like make your own rings.
They have a ton of them.
perfumes.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's in Japan too. Ash was like, on your free day, you should go do this. And I was like, yes.
I had no idea.
But I want a 4-hour massage.
Yes. Yes.
But yes.
Next time.
And it's, I even went on a brand trip and they had like a whole perfume bar. And I thought it was so cool learning the science of like the ouds and all this different stuff.
Yes.
And
It's
yeah.
right by the hotel. I
Oh my
had no
God.
idea. I was like looking online. I found it. Luckily, they had a spot open. And then when we went, we had the whole class to ourselves because no one booked our time slot.
Wait, that's
So
nice.
it was
It's, like,
just
private.
us two. Yes, it was like a private moment. And also, it's like less like they're teaching you. They kind of just tell you what to do and then they leave. So it was just us two. And I made him a perfume and he made me one.
Wait.
For the honeymoon, so we could like remember it. And we
I
were
love
in
that.
there
Did
and
you
we were
use
like,
it the whole time?
no, okay, so
Oh man, yeah.
you can tell her.
So he would pop in every now and then to give us advice, but
Yeah.
when we were done, he just gave us the bottles and then he had to run back and like
what you do is you
build
like pick
something.
your notes and then you're like from there like and you have all the oil droppers like for you. You're like smelling them and then once you pick the scents like top notes, middle notes, base notes, then he'll like go off and bring like the specific like oil bottles and then you're mixing and like doing your own
Wow.
concoction of like how
Yeah.
much like of like amber do you want, how
Yeah.
much of like whichever one you pick.
Yeah.
And so after and we're like shaking it, you're smelling it, because we're making it for each other, we're like smelling each
Yeah.
other's, and then when we like gotten it down, he leaves and like makes them for us.
Wow.
he makes the perfume, puts them in the bottles with custom labels and everything, and then he just hands them both off to us for a sec, and then he leaves. And I was really excited. I was like, "Woo!" and I sprayed it
We're
on
like,
myself.
woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it smells so good. Da-da-da-da. He comes back and he goes, so make
it-
sure to not use them for 2 weeks. As
They're
we're
really
sitting there
potent and strong.
reeking of our perfumes, and we're like, yes, got it. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Dumb Americans.
Wait, because it does need to like,
It needs to like settle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, got totally.
Like,
of
yeah,
course.
ew. Who
Just
would do that?
instantly
Yeah.
spray. Oh yeah, that's so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
it would
oh my
immediately
God.
spray it.
So mine's been sitting. We're letting them
Yeah.
marinate a little
Yeah,
bit,
a little
and then
marinate.
we'll use them in a couple weeks. But that was a really fun thing, and also it was like so inexpensive. I think at the end it was like $35 a
Stop.
person.
That's
We got a
crazy.
whole bottle of perfume, and like the experience was so
and now
fun.
you know the
Yes,
notes.
we had the card. So if we ever want to go get it too, they're like, you get 20% off if you bring the card back and you get like a refill.
Oh my God.
It was so fun.
Really cool.
Even
it looks
at-
like Le Labo. It's
at
so
that
cute.
brand trip. I remember I think it was pink pepper or pink peppercorn.
Peppercorn, yes.
Peppercorn is what is one of the main ingredients in the Glossier perfume.
Oh.
And then I was like, I would have never guessed that. But like you can kind of even recreate your favorites and stuff. We went to
If
the
you have a good
Tokyo.
nose,
So
there's no way I could
fun.
recreate a scent. I have a horrible nose.
Oh my God. I mean, there's so much like levels to it. We
Yeah.
went to the Le Labo in Tokyo because Ash wanted to smell the scent from there. And they had one and it was so funny because it smelled so different on her versus me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It was so much
interesting.
spicier on her and mine wasn't as much. And she was like,
Whoa.
I like it on you better. And I was like, that's so funny because I smell it different.
Because
Yeah,
it's like
that's
your
a thing.
pheromones or
Yeah.
something, or it's like your pH balance.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Wow.
Crazy.
Even if
like
you're
the
like
Seoul or
wearing
the Tokyo
lotion
one
on
more?
you.
Seoul. Oh my God, yeah.
So one more. Okay.
The Tokyo one was, it had more of like a frankincense vibe to it. So it just was richer with like spices. I'm probably saying this so wrong. But I love a little, the Seoul one, the citrus. I was like,
me too. Well, then we came home. Went to Olive Young.
with all
It
of
was
you.
true.
Yeah, we
Last
went to
day,
Olive
the last day
Young.
we saved to just do all of my like content stuff I wanted to do. So I tried a Baskin Robbins cake.
Nice.
Went to see you.
I went crazy
Went to
on
Olive
Olive
Young.
Young.
Yeah, Cal. I mean, you have perfect
No,
skin.
I'm
You
already
don't
breaking
need
it. I literally I wore makeup for 2 days and I'm breaking out on my
Same.
chin, and I was just like,
glass skin, but he had the best time. We went to the one in Seongsu, which is the biggest one in the world.
Yes.
And we went to town. It was amazing. We got so much good stuff. It was so fun.
I love it.
It was a great experience. How was Tokyo?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How was Tokyo?
Honestly, it was so quick because we literally got there on a Friday.
How's Axel?
So good.
My new
He
friend,
said to say
my new
hi.
bestie.
Oh, I missed them. Yuka's so cute. When I was like posting, she's like, "Are you coming to
I
Tokyo?"
know,
I was
she-
like, "No,
she
I'm
asked,
sorry."
I was like, I know,
I'm sorry.
I'm
She's so cute.
But yeah, we got there on a Friday and then we left on a Monday. So we really only
just
had
a
2 days
weekend.
seeing them. And then one funny story. Well, one, they're doing great. They're amazing.
I want to know how she conned you into getting those shoes.
Oh my God. My nails I keep picking at them because she did them.
I thought the blue was cute from over here.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God,
when you were
I
talking,
keep
I was like,
picking
I
at
like the
it
blue
'cause it's-
accent nail.
Yeah, she did every other one. So there's like
Cute.
blue and sparkles and stuff. But they're so cute. Oh my God. So like they're already bigger than the last time I saw them, which is crazy.
Dang.
But yeah, Yuka's son and daughter, they're literally my niece and nephew. I love them so much. So it was hard though because we only had 2 full days to see them, but then also to do some shopping and all that kind of stuff too. So, and then the first day I had cramps. So then the first day I had that whole same guilt feeling of like, oh my God, we're here. I should go out and be happy. And then I was like, I'm ruining Ashley's trip. And oh my God, all I want to do is lay down. And I just felt so bad for her. And she was like, no, it's fine. We can do. And then by the time we finally got back, once we found out that our luggage was not at the station, we probably wasted an hour realistically, but
Where was the luggage?
at the hotel.
How nice.
I know.
Wow.
It was great.
Really cool.
It was really cool. So now we know. Now we've done it. Now we know. But then by that time, it was the sun was setting. They, for whatever reason, they were late getting us our room to check in, and they felt so bad. But then they were like, "Oh, we'll upgrade you." So they upgraded us to we were supposed to just have a view of Tokyo Tower. And they upgraded us to have a whole balcony patio.
Whoa.
What?
Stunning.
So you can go outside.
So we could go outside.
God.
Ashley goes out there and starts crying, and she was like, "It's so beautiful." And I was like, "I know," but then I felt bad because I was like, all I could focus on were my fucking cramps, and I was like, "We wasted a day, and it's my fault, and I should have done it," and all these things. I was like, "Alisha, chill, relax. Once you get over this, you'll be fine." Then we ended up going out.
You cowed yourself.
I cowed myself. I was like, we got this. And shout out Salon Paws because those have been my period life hack. Okay. They're literally the best. They're kind of like icy hots.
That smell is my childhood.
It's like menthol and it just
They're
heats up.
green.
But they're so small and they don't get cold like icy hot.
Yeah.
So long story short, now I will never not travel without them because I'll just stick them on my stomach or my back, depending where my cramps are.
Yeah.
And then 12 hours of heat.
Yeah.
And it's so good. So luckily I had those on the train and it helped a lot. I was even doing acupuncture pressure points like I mentioned, which helped so much. And anyway, so all that happens. And then finally I just felt bad because I felt like we wasted a day, but we didn't. We still went out and did some shopping and bopping. And then my coming to Jesus moment was we went to Cat Street and they had every store had Christmas trees and lights, and it was cold. And I was like,
man.
oh my God, it's Vlogmas. I was like, I'm doing Vlogmas. The magical spirit hit me so hard. I was like, oh my God, this feels so special.
Yeah.
You do Vlogmas in Tokyo.
No, literally. Ashley even was
It'd be
like,
easy
oh
to
my
do it there.
God, this is so nice. And I was just like, no, this makes me excited for Christmas shopping. I already made I started my list and stuff. And it was really great. I feel like we didn't really eat that well on this trip because, we had we had our breakfast at the hotel. I ate well because we went to convenience stores and stuff, but like even that, I know. I wanted to try more restaurants,
Did you
but
do the egg salad sando with the chicken?
1,000% I did. I know. I thought of everyone every time, every bite. I was like, yes, it's so good.
I think I can't eat one without thinking about Bretman now after watching him like experience it.
Oh, so good.
I want one now.
Even that night, we just went to 7-Eleven and got like we never
You
really.
can't not.
I know, but I also was like, but there's all the barbecue. Like there's so much good food, so I felt like in the end, it was good, but I didn't have like other than our breakfast at the Tokyo Edition Hotel had this. I said this on BU. The
rice.
This
Croque
bread.
monsieur.
This,
Croque
oh
madame.
my god! This is in my vlog. I was like, this is why I love traveling with
can't wait to
Remi
watch.
because she can tell me every single
can't
time.
wait to watch.
No, it was like rice mochi, but it was like a slice of bread. I don't even know how to describe it, and it was heavenly. It tasted like sticky rice, but it was like a piece of bread, and I don't know, and it had cheese on it, and oh my god, and mayo.
Was there like a sauce on it at all?
Honestly, just it was like ham cheese sandwich with the egg on top.
That sounds really
But like
good.
there definitely was mayo on there. Like it was so good. So loved that. I will say that was heavenly. But yeah, we really were like in ant mode the whole time. Like we went and saw we went to one of like some of their different classes.
So cool they grow up in Tokyo.
No, it's crazy. Tokyo. And it was really sweet. One night we all went out to dinner with all the family and like her parents and stuff. And then and
It's
they're
so sweet. They all like show up for
they're
each other
so
all
cute.
the
Well,
time.
oh my god. So Yuka's dad, her dad and mom don't speak any English at all, so she's always like translating. But he was like, oh my, because they're huge Dodger fans, obviously, and Dodgers won the World Series, obviously. And they have two huge players who are Japanese, and
Yes.
obviously, like they're
Obviously,
everywhere.
Shohei.
So I was wearing a Yankees hat. And I was like, oh my God, it was so cool when the Dodgers won, like fireworks all over LA, because I know they're huge fans.
Yeah.
And they were like, so I'm just like describing what it
were
was
you
like.
there when they won the World Series?
Yes.
Oh, how
We
fun
were.
for them.
Oh, wait. So I'm so sorry. I wasn't. But we met like two different viewers at different times who had been there already for like 2 weeks. And shout out everyone. Oh my God. Both of them were
They go
like, we were
crazy.
at a Japanese bar watching the game, and it was like crazy.
Right
and I was
up
like,
your alley.
I'm so jealous because we left like a few days after the World Series.
We were in Korea and we had just gotten to Suwon that day. And I kept asking Cal, like, oh, what are the updates? What are the updates? And because we are in Korea, we couldn't watch because even like the VPNs wouldn't work. So we're literally in a park, like a beautiful park in Suwon. We just got off the train. We're sitting on a bench, like taking it all in. And we're trying to listen to the
my
phone,
God.
listen like a radio.
We're listening to ESPN
Stop.
radio
And
to
we
see how
were
it's going.
listening,
yeah.
and it's when it went into
When it
overtime.
went into extra innings.
Yeah. We were like listening, and then Cal's like, we gotta go
It
to a
was
bar.
such,
We gotta
yes.
go.
Yeah.
And you know it will be playing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really funny because I was like, oh my God, fireworks everywhere. And then I realized I'm wearing a Yankees hat. And I was like, oh my God, I promise I'm not a fan. I was like, it's just kawaii. It was just cute. I just thought it was cute. So then Yuka's
Kawaii.
dying laughing. And then she tells him, and he starts laughing. And he's like, oh my God. I was
That's
like,
so
I just thought it was cute. Don't
I
judge
do love your
me.
hat though. Did you get it there?
Thank you. I didn't. I actually ordered it because you know how like the ones with the last World Series
Yeah.
were like so expensive,
Yeah.
but this one just was on new
New
era.
era.
I
Yeah.
really like it. I like the shape of it.
So much cheaper because it's not an actual.
Remember
But
when
I
you
got
got
this
shamed
one-
for your big head trying to buy one in Japan?
But
Oh,
did it work?
remind me.
Were you there? I think you were just coming in.
thinking
You were
I was
with Yuka
bopping,
outside.
yeah.
We went into one of those stores,
Yeah,
and it was
I
me,
know.
Brett, Cal, Ollie, and I think you were literally walking in, and Cal had tried one of them on, the World Series one, and it didn't fit. And the guy comes over and he goes, 4X, like as big as it comes.
He literally was like so confused.
4X?
He was like, "This is the biggest one."
You're like, I get it. I have a huge head.
He was like,
funny.
"You're doing it wrong."
It was so funny.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
The same thing with like shoes in Korea. Every time I walk
Yeah.
into a shoe store, I had to just outright be like, "What's the biggest size you have?"
Yeah.
And they'd be like 10 and a half. I'd be buy. I'd say buy.
No,
Yeah.
Ashley was looking for a watch for Jackson potentially, and I was like, wait, like, will that fit his wrist? And then she was like, oh, I don't know. So she's like trying it on, like kind of trying to gauge it. And the person helping us was like, yeah, like most men here in Japan, like kind of have smaller wrists. and I was like,
never
that
thought
makes
about
sense.
that.
So I'm sure that is a struggle, but I got this one with the Sakuras because I thought it was really cute.
So
And then
cute.
I also got the Yankees because it's a navy and I felt like the color's better because this isn't my color, but obviously Dodgers.
I love it.
Dodgers.
I think it's cute.
You know, LA. But all that to say, flight home was great. Slept the whole time.
No eye pain.
No eye issues.
Good.
Yeah, I think I only have like half of a vlog from Tokyo because we really were just playing Ant the whole time. But it was cute when after dinner with the family, they brought Ashley a engagement cake, and she literally was like, "Whose birthday is it?" And then we're like, "Happy engagement!" It was so cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, and that's when I gave the girls the stickers, and they're like, "Keep up to me on
I got the funniest photo of Alisha and her niece is on in the a shoe store, and she's got these like Ugg croc, like were they Ugg boots, or they're like a little like clog with a furry leopard band, and Alicia's just like smiling, and I was like, she got conned into buying these for her.
Well, yeah.
It was so cute though.
It's so cute because it's like just being an aunt is so fun. I can't wait for Ash to have kids.
I mean, I get like, and it's also like they can say whatever. Like I called Holden on FaceTime like weeks ago. It was like 3 weeks ago, and my mom was babysitting, and I was like, "Hi, Holdy," and he's like, "Hi," and I was like, "Guess what Auntie's bringing you?" I was like, "A big bag of toys," and he goes, "Big bag toy, big bag toy." It was his new vocal stem, and then
no.
he just started screaming, "Big bag toy!" And then we went on our honeymoon, and I didn't really get to talk to him. And as soon as I got home, Shane was with him, and I FaceTimed Shane, and I was like, hand the phone over, and like I hadn't talked to him in weeks. Literally, Shane puts the phone on Holden's face, and he goes, "Big bag toy." Like he remembered.
It's crazy
and
when
now
they
I'm
get
buying
to that age.
things to fill. I didn't have a big bag of toys.
Big old grin. He was like, big bag toy.
Like he had remembered that long. And like I had things for him, but now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta fill up a whole giant sack of things for him.
You
so I'm
did this
buying
to yourself?
I did it to myself. But now I'm like, they can say
You
whatever.
want him. You want to be his favorite so badly.
And here's the thing,
That
like,
you were
Big
feeding
bag
him some
toy.
it really
delusion.
is. It really is like, oh, well, once now my niece and nephew, they expect me to buy them something anytime I see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And who set that system up?
And I
And
did
who
that to
said that?
myself. And unfortunately, because I've seen them 3 times this year, they're like, "Oh, can you come for Christmas?" I'm like, "You don't understand how far America is."
My favorite text from Alisha when she was like, "I'm going to Japan." I was like, "Oh my God, yay!" And she goes, "They're gonna think Japan is so close to America for how frequently she's just
They're
going
gonna
back."
think it's so, and I'm like, what's gonna happen next year if I never go? They're gonna be like, "She doesn't love us anymore." Like,
Dang.
You can't say that.
I know.
And you're gonna see him next year.
yeah, they're coming out for they'll be out for Ashley's wedding, so that'll be exciting.
Oh,
Oh my God,
that's
can we take them
great.
like Disneyland or something?
No, I know they'll probably be here for a little bit, so we can have a fun day.
Wait, I want a fun week.
Down. Easy. You will be like,
Wait,
please.
they can meet Holden.
I can't give Axel a bike tour in LA. That's all.
No,
I'm gonna
you
say.
can't do much.
He's just taking a Soul Cycle.
No. You do the
I do the Peloton
celebrity bus.
screen with like a
The big
Put
red
it on
bus.
Japan.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. But yeah, no, it was really good. So I
It
love
looked
them.
amazing. And I'm like, really, my mind is opened up. It is so easy to get around. We've got to explore.
No, yeah,
We're going to do it.
we'll do it.
I do want to
love
go
it.
to Osaka too.
Yeah, because again, we flew into there. I will say any reviews I ever see, people are like, it's cool to like do once, but there's just better areas. So I feel like, but I do know there's a lot more like anime and Pokemon, like those.
Cover your ears, Cal.
Like that's a good spot to go for all of that.
Why?
I was just kidding.
Oh, I was like, huh?
No, but we'll go to Kyoto,
Kyoto.
not Kyoto.
I want to go to, oh my God, I'm blanking on the name.
Nara?
Okinawa.
Oh,
And Nara.
we're going. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to go so many places. There's so much to do, so much
know.
to see. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to
I know.
Singapore. I
And
want
like
to go,
we
I
can't
want to
keep
go to
going
Paris. I
back
gotta
to
get
the
to France.
same place.
Yes.
You're like stressed. I gotta get to France.
There's so many places to go.
I'm like, we gotta go to Europe. Like,
It's also so hard. Like I do want to see other places of the world, but I just love Japan and Korea
I
so
know.
much that we just keep going
but
back.
to take 2 weeks, I get it. I get it.
There's so much of the world to see.
I know. So let us know where you want to see us next in our world tour.
gonna
Maybe
ruin
we'll
the world
manifest a PB tour where we get to go see everywhere.
Worldwide.
We're Mr. Worldwide. But yeah, wow. Thanks, guys. Sorry this was so long. We hope you liked part 1 and part 2.
Yes.
To our honeymoon extravaganza.
Yes.
And
Our honeymoon.
Our.
Thanks for coming on, Cal.
Of course. Thanks for taking me out of that storage room, as always.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before you go? It's gonna be a while back in that storage closet. So
I'm gonna miss the light and the freedom, and just please remember to feed me in there.
you've got
she will.
stale Chex Mix. Don't complain.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Mwah.